Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! So how everybody doing today?
Amazing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
WNBA is
I love
back.
it.
Yeah, we didn't know, but it's back.
Gil knew.
Y'all knew.
Gil was on playback streaming. Don't listen to this man.
I said y'all knew.
We knew we was ready.
I know. How are you doing?
We doing good. I'm all right. Happy to be back on this couch
right.
for this glorious Monday.
Off.
Give a shout out to yourself and the rest of the Knicks fans out there.
Yeah, right?
You know, first Eastern Conference final
Yeah.
since year our Lord 2000.
2000, baby. Ain't been there in a minute. It's been a long time coming.
Wait, since 2000?
Yeah, we ain't been there since 2000.
God,
We've been
It's
struggling.
been a minute. It's
About
been
25 years.
No way.
Since
Yeah.
before
No way.
9/11.
And we ain't won since like, what, 72, 73, before I was born.
For a lot of them.
I know.
It has been a minute.
Before I was even
gotta go
conceived.
vibrate.
Yeah.
You were a thought.
2000?
2000.
Who was?
Yeah, Knicks didn't get a lot of wins from 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Them
Why you
years.
say it like that?
'Cause I was
'Cause you was
kicking
playing?
their ass.
Oh, yeah, you're sure.
How did I know? I knew.
I forgot. Yeah.
I knew.
Well, they made the playoffs, but they got swept.
Woo.
Hey.
Yeah, I remember
Who
them
was on their
days.
team in 2000?
Huh?
Who was on their team in 2000?
Yeah. Done.
I don't remember that team.
It was
Nobody.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I'm
I
just
say.
playing. I'm just
Nobody.
It was
Hello,
I
was it
remember.
Allen Houston, man.
Oh,
Yeah, that was it.
What?
Yeah, that was it. But that was on the end, though. He was on the
That
end.
was
Oh,
me,
not
yeah.
then.
Not
That-
then.
We had like a.
in
That
2000?
Allen Houston who was nice.
Yeah,
had a-
and Marbury, right?
No.
No.
They didn't play together?
Yeah, they did after.
Oh.
We had a bunch of small, undersized power forwards. Whole team was
It was a bunch
undersized.
Say we.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, we.
TV.
Rick Brunson on the squad.
Yeah,
Father of
yeah.
Jalen.
When did they get good?
LJ.
Semi-good.
Freewell, Kurt
Melo.
Thomas.
Let him out.
John Wallace, Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward.
Chris
Oh,
Childs.
Lord, Chris
Two
Childs.
piece
Charlie
beast.
Ward. Wow.
Yeah, that was.
The
Yeah, that
two-piece
was.
king, yeah.
I was still in college then.
So Chris Shai was my teammate
Pat
with the
Ewing?
Nets.
Yes, it was hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all good.
Right? Got to soak in all this information within the last 3 weeks. The history of our Knicks.
But they better get to it, because
Our Knicks. But
Our
this is.
Knicks.
Huh? Yeah. Facts.
We're going to talk about your Knicks a little bit later in the show, but this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Y'all took a little second. Bringing his NBA championship experience to the couch. We got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Caruso!
Caruso! And on this side of the couch, we have the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
Gentlemen, let's go.
And making her return to the arena, we got Hall of Famer, 4-time WNBA champion of the world, Sheryl Swoopes, back here with us. Rocking the special pair of J's that are not available to us common folk.
I mean, you know somebody though.
I mean,
Nah, we don't know nobody.
know her
that
very
high.
well.
We know you.
we know her very well.
We know
You
you.
know somebody who knows somebody.
Good.
But for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show.
Tomorrow. You're right.
Here's what's cracking in the arena today.
Yeah, she bringing these things out.
The Knicks smacked the Celtics to reach the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years and now got a rematch with the Pacers. What does New York need to do to reach their first finals since 1999, though? SGA and the Thunder embarrassed the Nuggets in their Game 7 win to reach the Western Conference Finals. Where do OKC and Denver go from here, headed in 2 different directions? Everybody on the Nuggets roster not going to be here come next season. That's a very beautiful photo. Shout out SGA,
Like
the MVP. Shout out Von Alexander, SGA's pops, too. Sent his love to the arena, Gil. Sent his best wishes to Elijah.
My
That's
team's
a
in
hell of
there.
a picture.
Say the son is the MVP. Now what? And with the potential for the highest payroll and luxury tax bill in league history next season, the Celtics have some tough decisions to make this offseason. Who's staying and who's going? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL. You get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. As for the Western Conference Finals tomorrow night, Gil has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let us take a look if we can as we get prepared. Western Conference Finals, Timberwolves versus the Thunder. You got Ant-Man higher, 23.5 points. SGA higher, 26.5 points. Julius Randle, he been balling in these playoffs, higher 19.5 points. Chet Holmgren, higher 11.5 points, taking on his hometown team.
Yeah.
2 points.
Chet loves Jamaica.
Times
food.
your money.
Yeah, that's it.
You can
Almost
win-
3.
You can win nearly three times the
almost
bread.
3.
How's everybody else on the couch feeling about Gil's picks?
Almost 3.
How y'all feeling about Gil's picks for
Yeah,
the
I'm
Western
gonna roll
Conference
with you
Finals
on
game
your
one?
picks.
Okay, Sheryl. You got one?
Yeah.
One believer, Gil.
I'm gonna roll with that.
6 points. Damn. Yeah, guaranteed 30. That's easy.
Don't jinx me. Don't jinx me, man.
Well, if
You
Julius
winning a lot of
Randle
bread on
continues
underdog.
to play the way he been playing.
Oh, yeah, Joe.
So we asked the chat if they are riding or fading with your picks, Gil.
95%. I know. I
Not
heard.
95%, but 66% of the chat riding with your picks for the Western Conference Finals Game 1. If you like these picks, head over to the Underdog app and join Gil's partner pack. If you don't have Underdog, download it right now. Use promo code Gil, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So, Sheryl, we got you in the building, so we got to show some love to the WNBA.
Oh.
WNBA season
about that?
tipped off this weekend, packed with a lot of notable moments.
Friday. It was that Friday 1:30 a.m. in the morning, right? First game. It tipped off.
Huh?
The game.
What game?
They're just doing
The
that
first
Gil
one.
thing. They just doing
Came
it
Came
on
on at 1:30. Yeah.
1:30. Yeah, they were just. Whoever's up. Can
You
watch
watched it back on the replay.
You were
Nah,
on playback.
whoever's up can watch it. You just tune in.
So packed with a lot of
Like
notable
BET
moments.
Uncut. Right?
So Liberty began their title defense with the win over the Aces, with Breonna Stewart and recent addition Natasha Cloud leading the way as reigning unanimous MVP Asia Wilson put up 31 and 16 boards to become just the 6th player in league history with 100 double-doubles.
That was nasty.
Kelsey Blum dropped the W record for a season opener with 37 points in the Sparks win over the Valkyries in their inaugural game. Nafisa Collier welcomed #1 overall pick Paige Beckers to the league with a 34-piece. The Lynx win over the Wings. But Saturday, all eyes of the basketball world were on the first meeting of their sophomore seasons between last year's Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark and All-Star Angel Reese as the Fever took on the Sky in Indiana's home opener. So we're going to start with the highlights first, then we'll talk about the play that had the internet buzzing. So let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. Clark and the New Look Fever had Gamebridge Fieldhouse turned up like an oven. 4 of their 5 starters scored in double figures, with Clark leading the team with a triple-double of 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, along with 4 blocks. It was the first 20-point triple-double in the season opener in league history. Clark is now tied with Alyssa Thomas for the second most 20-point triple-doubles all time. So Aaliyah Boston put up a double-double with 19 points and 13 rebounds on 8 of 12 shooting, while Kelsey Mitchell and Natasha Howard both had 15 points, with both going 6 of 12 from the field. DeWanna Bonner finished with 7 points, but moved into 3rd place on the W's all-time scoring list. So shout out to her, been getting buckets for a very, very long time. So on the Sky side, only 2 players scored in double figures, with Angel Reese dropping a double-double with 12 points, 17 rebounds. Reese became the fastest player in WNBA history to record 450 points and 450 rebounds. Double-double machine. So the Sky trailed by 11 points in the 3rd quarter before the Fever went on a 9-0 run to make it a 20-piece. With the Fever outscoring the Sky 28-13 in the 4th quarter to cruise to a 35-point win, which is the 2nd largest margin of victory in franchise history. So, Sheryl, what were your biggest takeaways from the Fever's blowout win over the Sky in their season opener? Besides the thing we're going to talk about in a second.
No, I mean, it was a lot. I said during free agency that Indiana made some really good moves during free agency. And I know it's the first game, but I think it shows you added vets, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard. Then you got Kelsey Mitchell coming back, Aaliyah Boston coming back. Caitlin worked on her game. I think you could tell in this game she's gotten stronger. I just think
We
the
did notice
team,
that.
I think the team itself is way better already than they were last year. Rightfully so. On the Sky side, well, you know, a lot of people say it's just game 1, which it is, but there was a lot of stuff that I saw or didn't see for the Sky that I have question marks on how the season's going to go for them.
29% from the field, 22% from three in the game. Like I said, only 2 players in double figures.
They don't have a lot of scoring. That was kind of sort of the first thing I saw. And even in adding Ariel Atkins, who to me has always really been a defender. So you're not going to get a whole lot of offense from her. Kia Nurse is a shooter. Courtney Vandersloot is just your point guard who's going to, get the ball where it needs to be. My question is, where is the scoring going to come from for Chicago?
That, I think, is a question that a lot of us
I'm a big Becca Allen fan, and Becca Allen can score the ball. I think at some point she needs to be inserted into the starting lineup.
Okay. So, Gil, you were watching that game on playback. Did not
Was I?
At 1:13
You were on
in the
front.
morning.
Didn't invite anybody to come watch with you.
Was I?
I just randomly check playback from time to time.
No,
Get
you
Gil
weren't.
on-
You weren't.
Gil on the stream, trying to act like he don't rock with the WNBA, having a good old
Well,
time.
it was a hard game to watch. Like the first half, I was like, all right. But it was a hard game to watch, especially in the second half.
I feel like Fevers fans enjoyed it, but maybe a little bit too much. Maybe cross some lines, which we'll talk about in a second. But Gil, you watched that
There's
game
no
on
maybe to
playback.
that, they did.
Biggest takeaways from the Fever smacking the sky in their season opener.
Van Lith, is she a better scorer than?
Sloop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk about.
I'm glad you
scoring.
brought her up because I had the same question. Like, I know she's a rookie, but at some point you got to try something different to put somebody in the game that can score the ball. If nothing else, like Haley's going to compete. She's going to talk her shit. She's going to compete. So at this point in Sloot's career, and yes, she is, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
think
especially
so.
since your core is young, besides, Bonner, but for the most part, they're a young team. You might as well just implement her now and just let them, because that pick and roll, you have 2 lefties technically doing the pick and roll, which is actually a positive. Because
For who? Who are you talking about?
Angel Reese and Van Lith,
Oh,
they did
yeah.
a pick and
Yeah,
roll,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she's rolling
yeah.
to her left side. That's actually
Yeah. So
Probably
Haley
would
Van
work.
Lith, 4 points, 4 minutes of action.
2 for 2. I'm just saying,
No, I completely agree with you. I don't quite understand that one.
So we talked about the game, but now we got to talk about the most controversial play of the game involving Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Let's take a look at that if we can. So midway through the third quarter with the Sky, trailing by 14, Reese got an offensive rebound, and as she was attempting to go back up for the layup, Clark fouled her, put a little extra on it, sending Reese to the ground. Naturally, Reese was feeling that and wasn't happy about it.
Coach
Had some things to say.
Coach out there.
Had to be held back as Clark walked away from the action. Clark was given a flagrant
Oh,
foul
that's accurate.
on the play, flagrant one, while Reese and Aaliyah Boston were given offsetting
coach.
texts. Let's take a look at a couple more angles. Yeah, the hard foul, but then the little push after. Obviously, you don't want to give up the easy 2 points, no easy buckets in the W, but a little bit extra on it.
she got in that weight room. Y'all said she got bigger.
Man.
She's just trying to show, you know what I mean?
I ain't little no more.
We ain't kids no more. So after the game, both players were asked about the incident.
It's just a good take foul, If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
So
What did I say?
Caitlin saying just a
She
good
said
take foul.
basketball play, refs got it right, move on.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on, very quick, succinct. So, Sheryl, do you agree with both Clark and Reese saying this was a basketball play, or was this flagrant foul bigger than that?
I don't have an issue with the foul. I thought it was a hard foul. Yep, I thought the refs got it right. And to Angel's point, move on. My issue wasn't even with the foul, right? If you're going to foul somebody, I was always taught you don't give up an easy basket, period. And that's what I thought Caitlin did. My thing with that was, stand in it.
Stand on business.
Yeah,
Okay.
right? Don't walk away. My other issue was, I also have always been taught when I played, go grab your own teammate. Don't come grab my teammate. So where Aaliyah Boston went over to Angel and was kind of like, we ain't gonna do that. Like, to me, you got to go get your own teammate. I didn't have a problem with the foul. I thought it was a hard foul. I thought the refs got it right, and then you keep on playing. I got issues with all the other stuff that came along with that, not that foul.
But Kenyon, familiar with these situations. I think you've always been, like Sheryl said, you grab your own teammate. Because when you step in, things tend to happen when you try to mess with the opposing team's players. But
I'm sorry.
She was walking off.
But the other part of that is, where were Angel's teammates?
Yeah, can we see that again?
Can we watch that one more time, please?
Like, Caitlin was walking off, so there was no need for nobody to grab her.
But don't grab my teammate.
Well, I dig that. I hear you in that regard, but there was no need for her to go grab Caitlin. Caitlin was walking off.
But Aaliyah actually, like, kind of
Yeah.
And Cardozo
shoved Angel a little bit.
pull
That's
Angel
cool.
away.
I got no issue with none of it. It's just basketball soft as hell right now. On both sides of it. There ain't no damn flagrant foul, man.
That's not a flagrant,
It was.
hard foul.
Damn flagrant
It
foul.
was.
Angel's push was a lot harder.
Yeah, well,
Flagrant
it
foul,
was.
man.
Not the initial part, but
Not
Caitlin
flagrant
later on pushed her. It
I'm
was.
talking about
The push before to get the
Angel's push on
They've
number
called.
6.
They've
They
called.
just trying to get control of the game. That's not a
No, they
flagrant
weren't.
foul.
No,
It's not a
they
foul.
weren't
Refs.
trying. Listen, they've
Refs
called
trying to get
softer flagrant fouls in the NBA.
I said it's all soft.
So that's a flagrant foul.
That's not a flagrant foul.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay, go back. Go watch. Go back to
Angel
go
did
back
a little
to it.
go back to the
Go back to
beginning.
it.
Go
They're
back
trying
to
to
the
get
first
control
part.
of the game. And
Angel's foul right here. That's
Because of the reaction.
harder.
No, Angel. She
Because of the
pushed her.
reaction.
That's more.
But they didn't call that.
Howard in the back,
Because
two
of the
hands.
reaction.
She did push her. They
Did
didn't
not
call
call
that.
it. Caitlin appears to be pointing out that call before coming
Yeah.
to the take foul.
You got to look at the different angle. The initial foul, I was like, no, it wasn't.
You don't think it's more of a flop?
So
Yeah,
go to
that's
the
a flop.
show all the different angles. No, I didn't think it was a flop.
Hey, I
I feel like Angel.
I love
Keep going.
VP
Huh?
action.
Held her
I mean, you're
hands a
strong
little
as
bit.
shit. I seen the Thomas push.
Look at all that. Come on.
Yeah, that's
You've seen the what?
that Thomas body slam, and I'm like, okay, that was a real foul.
Oh, for sure.
And you feel like Caitlin should have stood on business there.
That's just foul. Yeah.
Stood on
That-
what business?
Come on.
So you
walk
didn't
away?
see Caitlin push her?
Yeah, so she ain't trying to fight. So
Somebody
what
that
business
strong-
y'all wanna
somebody
squabble
Bubble up, Kenyon.
Know what I mean?
Oh,
Somebody that's
season
solid.
opener.
No.
Somebody that's solid. That right there doesn't make them push. Like
Okay,
you gotta
so
open
then-
up. That's like the Embiid.
I'm just kidding.
That's that Embiid flop where
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell this.
So here's
Foul.
my thing, right? Like, you're saying that's not a flagrant.
No.
And I think it depends on the
hard.
angle and all that, those things.
A hard foul.
But my thing is, had Angel or anyone else done the exact same type of a foul to Caitlin, the storyline's different.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
It is.
Here's the problem.
No, it is.
with these.
It's
If
hard.
we're gonna
Because I
call,
go back to last year though, Gil, like everybody was like, "Oh my God, they're trying to take Caitlin out." No,
But-
like they were just hard fouls.
But it's still body size.
But the story, no, even
No.
from guards though.
what I'm saying is a guard,
Yeah.
like if a guard, if I got to try to foul him to stop him, my hit on him has to match his power. So if he's trying to go for the dunk, I got to really grab on him to wasn't. If I'm trying to go up, any hit from him, I'm hurt.
So is there not a rule? It's a question of if you're not making a play on the ball, it's a flagrant.
Man, come on with that.
That was a play on the ball, though. It was
it
just like a
wasn't.
swipe.
You
Trying to-
grab-
She
you
didn't
grab-
go for the ball.
You're holding the hole.
No,
She didn't go for the ball.
So if I give you an and one, then what?
She didn't go for the ball.
So I'm supposed to give you an and one?
No, it's a hard foul.
Yeah, so it's not a flagrant.
But she didn't go for the ball.
Yeah, she did.
Well,
didn't.
the ball's on the left side.
the
Okay,
ball
can
is
you
on the
show
right
it again?
side. The ball
She
is
didn't
on
go
the
for the
left
ball.
hand.
But that's what I'm saying.
Can you show the?
Let's watch it one more time, please.
Shit's soft.
Remember, she's left-handed, so she's coming across her right side.
This shit's
He hit
soft
the
as
ball.
hell.
She did not hit the ball. She grabbed her right arm.
Okay, grab the right arm. grab
The ball's in the left hand.
Your hand,
She
your
didn't
arm,
go for the ball.
arm, your hand, part of the ball.
Another angle coming, right?
It seemed like the Sky bench was more ready for whatever than the actual players on the court.
Yo,
The Sky bench wasn't ready for that.
They were not. They were not.
Look, right here.
Equipped
She
for
were
that.
hit the
not,
ball. Oh,
No, all
I
arm.
thought that was a ball.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean,
That's why we got.
like, so this is my thing. I would have,
She
she
did.
wouldn't go do it, but
Wait,
yo,
what kind of a
yo,
flagrant?
I would have, in
Well,
a,
swipe the swiper crawl, but it's both on.
in a different life, in a different time, if Caitlin would have turned around and just slapped the shit out of her. Bitch, back up. Bah!
I wish she would have done it.
I would have been like,
No.
I wish she would have
You
done
ever
it.
seen the pit bull on a chihuahua?
hey,
That's
turn
never
around.
gonna happen. That's never,
Back
that was
up.
never
Fire.
Kenyon,
was
question for
never
you.
gonna happen.
Gil fouls you like that. What's your reaction? No big deal?
No, he don't mean it.
Okay.
He don't
that
mean
means every foul we done foul Shaquille O'Neal.
I know who he is.
That's
He
the
don't-
flagrant
like,
thing.
I know who he is. He don't mean it.
We done
Like,
jumped on this nigga back, everything.
I get ready to go up.
You're
he
saying you know
fouled
who
me
he
like
is.
that.
He didn't mean it. So if you don't know who it is, your reaction's different.
No, I just depends on who it is.
You know what? I'm shocked that Caitlyn even did that.
Like if I foul somebody that way, I'm gonna get they gonna react like Draymond fouled him, right?
What'd you say?
I'm shocked that she even fouled her like that, though.
Why?
That reminds me of
Why?
when Draymond gets fouled.
Yeah.
But why? But that's not like. Why are you shocked that she fouled her that way?
I don't know. This is because I feel like she knew this was coming. This would have came. She don't really do
You
that.
didn't
No,
think
like,
Angel was gonna
honestly-
jump up like
But she
what
don't really-
starts it is
No.
Angel
Don't
jumping
foul
up.
like that.
If Angel just gets her foul and walk off,
Foul
nobody.
like that. Do she foul?
But Gil, you know, in a game when you get fouled that way, and especially if you're losing by 25 or 30.
Okay, you gotta add that in.
Yeah, but I'm saying you know
They're
in a
down
game,
14
it's-
at that point.
Okay, 14.
It was
but
in reach.
there are two things you're gonna do. You either gonna just stay on the ground and be like, oh, I got hurt, or stay on the ground, or you're gonna jump up like she did.
Yeah.
Like it's two things you're gonna do.
You know what
Jumping
remind you know it's
jumping.
It is.
Oh.
Oh, it is.
This shit's soft, Sheryl.
Like,
Squabble up.
That's my thing. I said I had no issue with the foul.
Yeah.
And so when you're like, you're surprised that she even fouled her that way.
She was a competitor.
But that's the part for me. I'm like,
Are you committing a similar foul in that situation? You're not giving
Probably
them
so.
fuck it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all, I mean, I think
well,
all
you
of
would be
them-
I'm
surprised
not-
if somebody jumped up like,
but
that was
listen,
just a regular foul.
I'm not gonna give you an easy layup. I'm gonna foul the shit out of you. And that's what I thought she did.
And if somebody
You said I'd be
reacted in that
surprised.
manner- if somebody
But I'm
reacted
also
in that
gonna stand in mine.
Also gonna
Yeah,
stand there,
but if
right?
somebody
But would-
Like I ain't gonna foul you
Yeah.
hard like that and then walk off like
you're
I didn't
not
do anything.
But what is the jump up the surprising part? You know, just a regular foul like that.
No.
No.
But here's what I would say. Maybe
It's not like
if it's
you're
somebody
on a
else.
fast
but
break and somebody's
But
pushing you out of
somebody else,
bounds.
but
I'm just
It's who did it.
Angel, yeah.
Well, we know there's
did it.
documented
Angel Reese,
history.
it's who did it.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Do you
Point
think
blank, and
Angel
let's
would have
call-
failed? Do you
let's
think
call-
Angel should be falling?
That's what I was saying.
First of all, I think if anybody fouls Angel like that, she's gonna have that reaction.
Falling?
I don't think so.
No, she's gonna jump up like that.
She feisty.
Or girl, you saying she
Like
flopped
it
a little
has
bit
nothing
on
to
that?
do with the fact that it
Sell
had
the
nothing
car.
to do with the fact that
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
Caitlyn.
Yes,
I
it
don't
does.
care. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it wasn't.
100%.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Her reaction,
A
absolutely.
little bit more too on
So,
it.
No, it may have added to
There's
it.
more on
But
it,
I don't
yeah.
care who would have fouled
But she-
Angel like
she
that.
gon-
She's gonna jump
for
up
sure.
with that.
What about
same
that body
reaction.
slam from Thomas?
Well, she jumped up.
Huh?
She jumped up.
So at least,
Let me shoot my free throws.
Hey, so
Let me
since,
shoot my 2 free throws.
so you said since the girl pushed in her chest, she didn't acknowledge her.
Because she was trying to go get Caitlyn.
But she didn't stiff on Joy as stopped
She
you in
was
your
trying to
track.
educate.
Like, where the fuck you going? She was still trying. Hey, I was talking
you
to her
talking
over
about the
there.
Alyssa Thomas foul back?
That
last
Lisa
season?
Thomas foul. Yeah, that shit was hard.
It's a new year, Gil. A new
Man, I'm just-
season. It's a new W.
I look at it like this. The people who hit the hardest, that's what I said, it reminds me of the Draymond. Foul the shit out of everybody. Soon as they get hit with a little pressure, it's the flop part of it. And that's why I said, I just thought she was just selling the call to make sure she get her foul. And I'm like, okay, 2 free throws, cool.
I just think it's such a double standard because that type of shit happens in the NBA all the time. And when it happens in the WNBA, everybody's like, oh my gosh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
They probably don't. It's a whole lot of players I didn't like. But then you immediately, people, the media, everybody else, you immediately go to social media. You have ignorant ass people like RG3 who decides he gonna go and he got all these things to say.
It was too long
And
for
you're
me to
just-
read, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I know, but my point is you're just putting
It was a lot of
fuel on
work.
the fire because you already know what people are
I think saying
what they're
basically
gonna say.
Angel and
Yeah.
Reese don't like each other and it's
Cool.
apparent.
But so what?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, okay, let's just rewind 2 years ago. No one gave a fuck about what happened in the W.
Yeah.
Right? So
I wouldn't say no one.
no, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
just majority, not no one. I mean,
talking
just everybody who didn't pay attention, right? Now,
It's a lot of them.
now I feel that,
Crazy.
hey, if this is what is going to get you to watch, watch. I mean, you know,
I
at this
agree.
point, like you're talking about, like these are topics now, right? If the W needs to sell Angel Reese and Caitlin as this is why you should watch this game, then
So that brings me to my
That's a
next.
whole nother situation.
it is, and it really is. But it's like, I mean, the black and white thing it's easy. It's an easy sell in America.
Does it
right?
feel reminiscent of kind of Magic Larry Bird
I was
back in the
just about
day?
to say that, yeah.
Just in terms of how they're trying to build the rivalry.
I don't know.
up?
I wasn't.
Well,
I wasn't.
you watch Winning Time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what I'm saying, I wasn't born. I wasn't really born in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Quality program.
You know.
Well, I'm saying they face each other in college, a similar situation, face each other in the league. But
I think that's what they're trying to play on.
yeah, so we
We
asked,
don't have to this year necessarily, right? Like it's a rival, but it's not really a rival that you can see who gets the best of who because they don't play the same position.
The media wants it to be.
Yes. You know why?
Because of
it's the
storyline.
biggest
Oh,
storyline
storyline.
selling that's out there.
so we asked.
But I know you're trying to move on.
No, I'm not
I'm
moving
just
on,
saying, if
Joe.
I'm the W, these motherfuckers had 8 games.
So that brings me to
they got
the next
5.
point. Yeah, the next point. So we asked the chat if it was a flagrant foul or normal foul. 81% of the chat said normal foul. We asked the chat, did Angel Reese flop? 72% of the chat said yes, Angel Reese did flop. But brings me to my next question: is the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry good for the WNBA? Like Gil said, it brings in fans that may not have traditionally watched the W, creates some
That's
tension.
so obvious. Though.
It's
Go
not.
ahead.
No.
No. I was talking about something.
Okay, no, you know. 4-time champ. You tell me what to do.
No, I'm laughing at Kenyon because
Can you mess in her?
No, she said they don't like the girl. No, she flopped and it wasn't a flagrant. Like,
but they don't. I won't even talk about that play.
Okay, that's
it's
two
very
separate
odd,
things.
but it's obvious
That's
though.
two separate things.
So they're always gonna go that way.
Do you?
like, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
true.
like-
It's out there.
If she wasn't-
it's out
They
there
sided with
everywhere.
Caitlin.
If she wasn't any good, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't do what she did in college, she didn't make the name she named for herself in college, get drafted where she did, double-doubles, need to work on her game, of course, offensive game, but she still is a solid piece for her team. If she wasn't any good, people wouldn't have anything to say, yes?
I mean, I agree with that.
So it kind of, you can't have it one way and then expect it to be another way, right?
But what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you can't be like you're good and you want the praise and all that shit, right? So people gonna love you. There are people who praise her, who love her, who adore her, who they do that. But on the same token, it comes with it. It's just the day and age that everybody's voice is loud because it's social media, right?
I don't disagree
Everybody
with that
has
at
a
all.
platform. Everybody has that, so you have to accept it. You know, you don't have to accept it, but it's a part of it, right?
I don't disagree with that at all.
The cheers are never going to be as loud as the boos. Never. I don't.
For her?
For her, just period.
I was like-
It just as great as LeBron has been, it's negativity every fucking time this man puts on his fucking jersey. So no matter what he has done in his basketball career, there's still people that fucking dislike him, no matter what he's done,
I
on
agree.
and off the floor. So it's
We've
gonna be
all-
the same.
we've
thing.
all experienced
So it's
that.
gonna be the same thing with Angel Reese. So I just want her to get like, this is what it is. This is a part of your professional athlete now. You're not a child anymore. You're a professional athlete. So you're going to get critiqued on your play, how you look, how you talk, who you deal. It's just a part of it. It's unfortunate that it's on display, but it's on display because you did something positive. You can't like.
It was the reverse Uno card. The moment she did this right here, she took the bad guy, beat the bad guy, because let's just be honest, before they faced each other, Angel Reese was the antics girl. That was everybody too small, like she was the fun-loving. Caitlin Clark was the bad guy.
In whose eyes?
Everyone's. You remember what she did to South Carolina when the girl was getting ready to shoot and she did one of
whose
these?
eyes?
Huh?
Caitlin Clark's never been the bad guy.
Yeah, she was the bad
In
guy.
whose eyes?
She was
Yeah.
doing this to everybody. She wasn't actually like that.
She was well embraced in the Midwest.
Yeah, she was
Gil.
Midwest, yes, but for media,
No.
I'm trying to tell what I'm watching.
No.
And then when she did this,
No.
the
media,
Angel Reese became the bad guy.
The media has never.
Yeah.
I'm
come
talking
for
about
Caitlyn,
the people.
But they've never come for Caitlyn the way they come for Angel.
No, but they wasn't coming from what I'm telling you what happened. It was
Caitlyn's
a
never been the bad guy.
It was a switcherooty. Caitlyn Clark was a bad guy. She was the one that was fucking with everybody, doing all this, waving, turning her back on everybody. Everybody's like, oh, she's a cocky little son of a
No,
bitch.
they love
Trying
that.
to tell you.
They love
they
that.
Didn't.
Yes, they
That
did.
national championship game, when Angel Reese did this, Angel Reese became the bad guy. Caitlyn Clark's never done her move since. She went and became the innocent. She became the innocent girl that don't do nothing wrong.
When Caitlyn,
she did.
Caitlyn did that, everybody was like, "Oh my God, did you see what she did?"
When did she do it?
Everybody loved
She
it.
ain't done it since. Angel Reese.
Everybody loved it. As soon as Angel did it,
Yep.
all of a sudden it's, well, how
Yep.
dare she?
Yep.
How dare she?
That's what I'm saying.
But-
So
but Caitlyn
how
was
dare
not-
how
but-
dare you do something? So you took my thing from me, and I'm gonna be the innocent white girl.
But everybody
Caitlyn-
loved
Then
it when
she became
Caitlyn
the
did it,
enemy.
though. When
She
Caitlyn
became
did
the
it, it was
enemy.
cool. That's what she
But
said.
she became the enemy, and Caitlin's never done that move since. She gave it to Angel, say, have fun. I'm gonna be this darling, innocent girl who don't do nothing wrong, and that's been what's happened. So when they fight each other, when they go against each other, there's literally now a good and a bad. And Angel Reese is the bad girl.
Angel's always been the bad.
She wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
Y'all gotta go back and watch.
No, you got to go back and watch.
I was watching them.
She's always.
I was
Angel's always been the
them.
bad
I
guy.
was watching
Yeah,
the little.
I feel
You
like
too
Angel
small.
always been like
You was
the
too
bad guy.
small. She wasn't hated.
She wasn't hated on
wasn't
this
hated.
platform, but
But
she
then-
always
then-
been like that tough guy.
And she was
bad
like the
guy.
antics girl. I know what she was.
So, but back to my point, is the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry good for the WNBA? People in the chat are battling back and forth saying, Gil, to your point you always make, it's not a real rivalry because they don't play the same position, but the media has built it up as such.
Milk it
The
until you
media's
can't.
built it up.
Milk it until you can't. I look at it like that because when Angel Reese played Asia Wilson, it was right? And that's, you know what I mean? That's a big powerhouse name, and they kind of play each other, and it didn't get the buzz that we thought it would got. America, this is it. This is it. No matter how we want to talk about it, I'm gonna put two dolls against each other. I'm gonna milk it until I can't milk it no more.
Why do Angel gotta be the bad guy? Like, why does
She don't have to. She could have dropped it, but I guess it's just.
But
And then you.
It's not like Angel's going around saying, "I want to be the bad guy."
But it's
The
like
media,
that. I know
the
they
media
forcing
is
it
But
on
I'm just
her.
saying, it's the interviews,
Like,
all
you
of.
forcing something on somebody that you don't know if she wanted to be that.
And what I'm just saying is, goes from interviews, the snappy in their interviews and
Yeah, I was
all
about
that.
to
It's just
say.
as easy to. It's
I
just
was- I was-
easy to just make.
I was
it
waiting on y'all to get done.
Yeah.
It's like when you. It's easy for them because you give them attitude,
Yep,
right?
That's what's it.
It's you make it easy for the media. You make it easy for them.
How does she give him attitude?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of it, but most of the stuff that I see, it's that.
So
Go play that. Go play that
so
again.
that you thought that was attitude?
What the hell was it?
no, talk
do
about
that.
not this
the
clip,
post-
the
post-
media.
The media
I know what you-
interview.
I know
The
what
post
you're
game.
saying. I didn't-
The post
I
game
didn't
of both
think it was-
sides, yeah.
I didn't think that was attitude. I thought that
Well,
was
thought it-
we just got our ass beat by 30 points.
Yeah, but
come on,
you,
Sheryl.
you come on,
listen.
Sheryl, you in the face.
No,
you know
listen.
Look at
how
this.
you
You
supposed
can,
to.
you
Look at
can
this shit.
you can say that about a whole lot of
Everybody,
players
yeah.
in post game interviews.
Basketball play, refs made the call, move on.
That's not the interview,
Yeah,
though.
but that's.
So she should have been like, "Oh my God, it was a
No.
basketball."
No.
But you're saying that
But
because
it's like
she's a
that all the
girl or
time.
she's
No.
a woman, so
No.
she should be more like,
Who's saying that?
"Oh,
Who
it was
said
just
said
a
that?
basketball play. Move on."
Yeah.
You know the narrative, but you know the
I'm
narrative.
probably gonna have that
Who
same
said that?
attitude.
But you
though.
know the narrative they're trying to push on her, so you got to beat them to. You have to beat them
If you-
to their narrative.
Here's my question: Why does Angel, not even Angel, you know what? I'll just say, why does any black woman
Yeah.
have to be different in a post-game press conference?
Who said black? You
Listen,
did.
I did.
did.
I did because it's very different. Because you know how
So
many
somebody
other
else
players,
said
like
that?
how many like white players I'll see in post-game press
Yeah.
conference, they answer
said
questions
the same
just
thing.
like this.
Yeah.
But
You
then,
know why,
They'll,
Sheryl?
but they'll answer. Listen,
but
hold
nobody
on.
cares about
Hey,
that.
let Sheryl make her point.
But they'll answer
I'm
just
finna tell
like
her why.
that.
But nobody cares about them.
I'm finna tell you
They
what.
do care. But they'll answer just like that, and we're not sitting here having this conversation about because she gives them attitude.
Have we seen
What
them?
is?
We haven't seen them.
Oh, I've seen them.
No,
you
that's
probably
what
haven't
I'm
seen.
saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's not big enough for anybody to talk about. Like
true.
Asia Wilson,
It's not
right?
true.
We don't know if she
Yeah,
gives
that's
attitude or
not
not.
true.
No one.
Brianna Stewart does post-game interviews when either she didn't play well, they got beat by 30, 40. Everybody's gonna have an attitude like that.
But
So if you did a post-game, when you played, you did post-game interviews, and
After getting beat
a lot
by
of,
30.
but also reporters will ask some dumbass questions.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So you gonna sit there and be like,
Happy.
oh, no, I thought it was a basketball play. Let's move on.
No.
Like I don't think it's fair that black women are held to one standard. This is how we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to approach everything, how we're supposed to respond, how we're supposed to answer. And if we don't answer the way they think we should, then we're labeled as we got attitude or we're aggressive. Like I don't agree with
because
that.
it's the angry black woman.
But if you're the,
It's the angry black
That's
woman
my
thing.
point.
Is
But why?
it true or is it a myth? But it's a thing, right? Either way, right?
It's a thing because people make it a thing,
No,
including,
so it
That's
goes
a
back to
hard
the way
foul.
I react to
Anybody
things,
would get
right?
mad at that.
So it's the thing. So it goes back to the shit. I take my mother, and black woman, right? Fit the same shit, right? And I tell her the same thing. Like you can't react like that to everything and everybody, right? You can't.
Why?
You can't.
I'm saying why?
Why?
You
You're proving
can't.
a
Because she a black woman.
Because that thing,
Which
my
is
point
wrong.
exactly.
Which is wrong.
You can't react with attitude to every. My mom just got out. Listen, she in the hospital having open heart surgery and fucking giving these people attitude. You just got your goddamn chest cut open. You're in there giving these fucking people attitude. I told, listen, these fucking people got your life in their hands. You got to be able to turn that off at some point.
Well, Kenyon,
Right.
that example and this example
I'm saying,
are
but the
two
point I'm
totally
making,
different
but the
things.
point I'm making is the angry black woman thing. Is this true or is it a myth? It's a thing. Whether you want to fall into the conversation or the category or not, it's a thing, right? Like, listen, Plies made something the other day. I don't know if you saw it. He was somewhere getting food, buying something. Person in front of him, white lady, whatever. The chick that's serving the white lady, taking the order, black chick, all hunky down. Hey, how you doing? Right? Plies come up there. He said her shit changed off top. Can I help you? Plies said, no, you can't help me until you give me the same motherfucking energy you just gave that white lady. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, people don't make it up, right? Well, because I fit the angry black man thing. Am I? No, but when presented with bullshit, I can absolutely be that, right?
Crazy.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? When presented with it, absolutely, I'm going to give it to you. But me knowing the way that I can be perceived, I try my best to dispel that, right? Because that's what people are expecting me to do and me to be, right? Well, me and this fuck nigga got into it the other day, right?
this
fuck,
fuck
man.
nigga.
This one over here,
That
can you,
fuck
is he
nigga
in
right
the
there.
arena
So
right
mad
now?
at myself the rest of the day. People understand, listen, I was mad at myself because I got tricked. Cause
He's the angry black
yeah,
man.
because I got
He said,
tricked off
"Fuck
my
nigga."
spot. You know what I'm saying? And I
ain't got
vowed
that thing.
myself not to do that, right? Because I know what people are. I went to New York. People, man, you should have slapped me. You should have did. No, that's what I'm not gonna do. Because that's what people are expecting
Nick,
me
you
to
was
do
gonna
and me
sit there
to
and let
be.
him slap you?
No, I wasn't.
He'd have been asleep.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't even on the card.
Come on, Nick, get up.
It wasn't even
Come on,
on the
Nick, get up,
docket.
Nick.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even on the docket. You know what I'm saying? But I know this is what people think about me, so I go above and beyond to try to dispel that. I'm not saying that she should, because this is her career. I played and I did certain shit. When people ask a certain question in the media, you have a choice whether you want to answer that question or not. They can say
if
attitude. Don't
if
say.
she says, what the question they ask, if she
Yeah.
says, no response, or I don't want to
Cool.
answer.
That's
Angry.
Not cool.
That's
Not
angry.
cool.
That's angry.
Because
Thing,
if
but
she
it's-
doesn't
That's
answer
angry.
it, if she doesn't
it's gonna
answer,
come
that's a
across-
problem.
it's to
That's
come out
angry.
just-
So my thing is, you can't, not you, but you can't sit here and tell her how she should respond.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you.
Cheryl,
because I
I'm
did
just
it.
saying in general.
You have been the face of Houston, USA. You know damn well how you supposed to come into this podium, knowing damn well that somebody is gonna ask you this question. They're gonna try to irritate you on this question. You already know that as a professional, as the MVP, how you supposed to answer
I have
this.
no issue with how she answered that question.
You don't, because it's your mannerisms that's singing about it. How about the mannerisms that they have on her? Like Draymond Green, right? We know how Draymond Green plays the game. Angry black man is what they perceive. So when they go to him in the interview, who they think they're looking for? Who you think they're trying to irritate so they can prove when they write their articles? Hey, so Draymond, what do you think that
Him
you
saying
just
it,
Yeah.
him addressing
Why
it,
do
prove
it have
their
to be
point.
angry
Yes.
black?
Him
Why
saying
you
y'all gonna
can't
stop
be
proving me
angry,
as
though?
trying to prove me as an angry black
It
man.
doesn't even
their point.
matter.
But it's just the thing.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like if that was
With her.
What?
Huh?
If she says no comment,
Yo,
it's still gonna be
Angry.
Well,
something
any way she
different,
answers it is gonna get.
Absolutely.
Only way you come in there is I know why y'all here. Listen, I know why y'all here. You have to start it off with humor. You got to beat them to their punch because you know what they want to write. They want to write it. Don't give it to them.
But how do you know she didn't come in there like that? You don't know if that was the first.
They
question.
just got beat by 35
But
points.
I'm just saying, like, you don't
We
know
got her
what
ass.
happened
That's
at
what
the
you
I
beginning.
get
supposed.
that,
You,
but-
because of who you
I'm just
are.
saying.
Because of who you are
Yeah.
in this situation. Not every game. This game.
Yeah.
You got beat by 30. They coming in here talking about you got your ass whooped by 30 and this Caitlin Clark. Soon as they come in here, I know why y'all here.
How do you think she should have?
I know y'all here. We just got our ass whooped by 30, and y'all see some aggressive shit from me. I get it. Come on in. And that's it right there. That brings everybody's level down. You gotta be smart enough to beat them at their own game. Because all they're sitting here is like,
But how do
see
you
the
know?
attitude?
How do you know how she walked in that room though?
I don't know. I'm just.
But I'm saying, like, it could have been. I'm sure that wasn't the first question.
It wasn't.
But
Yeah.
but again.
Oh, I'm sure that was
but
the
my
first
point-
question.
But my point,
I think, yeah, I think
my
it was.
That
point
was the
is
first
this.
question for her.
When other women of a different color have this so-called attitude, nothing said. It's not a big deal. You know what? It's an excuse for, well, I understand it because they got beat by 30, or this happened in the game, or she had a bad game. So, like, that's the part where, to me, as a black woman, that's the type of shit we deal with every single day.
yeah.
So to look at Angel or whoever else, to look at Angel and say, well, you need to change your attitude in the post
Right. Change
Post
your
conference.
attitude to make people
game press conference.
feel comfortable.
Like,
I mean, it ain't about me feeling comfortable. It's about what you want me to write.
So
well, you're gonna write what you want to write anyway.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I know what I want to write. I know what the fuck I want to write. I'm just going, are you going to give it to me?
So you've never had a media member, said something, and then you go read
They
it, and
write
you're like,
what they
dang, I
wanna
don't
write,
remember seeing
yeah.
it. There.
Didn't read it, so
They write what they
No, but that's what I said. But I understood media early. Watching how they manipulate and watching them, I started off on the bench. So go to this guy, and then he say something, and then I heard exactly what he said, and then he go to this guy, and then say the opposite of what he said just to get a reaction from him, and then boom, these two beefing, all because of manipulation. So I understood how to.
pile more on top of it, because I know you're going there. The other stuff that she had to deal with is all the other stuff that
Yeah,
came with that.
it's built up.
Being
It's
called
built up.
monkeys and all these racial slurs.
there was reports of
But
a
I'm
monkey
just saying,
chants and slurs being hurled during the game.
So you expect her to go in a press conference
Right.
and not have attitude.
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
For her brand.
not.
No, I mean, no, I'm
Gonna deal with how she gonna deal with it.
for someone who's gonna be a possible face and possibly an MVP at some point. Yeah.
So
Because you got to know where you are. Every other game, no, you're gonna be you because it's not gonna be this game. And what happened?
You don't get to control how my attitude's going to be.
No, you get to control it. You control it.
And she did.
I'm just here to write.
No, she did.
What you gonna say?
So we asked the chat, is the Clark versus Reese rivalry good for the WNBA? 79% of the chat says yes. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rough Greens. Sometimes in life, yeah, we talked about this. I'm trying to make money for the show.
Motherfucker going crazy.
As I mentioned, today's podcast sponsored by Rough Greens. Sometimes in life, if you want to get to the truth, you got to look at the numbers. Unfortunately, 50% of all dogs over 10 years old will die of cancer, and the other 40 to 50% will suffer miserably from skin issues or joint problems. Swaggy, I know. I felt the same way when I heard these numbers. And that is widely attributed to your dog's diet. These numbers are what inspired Dr. Dennis Black to create Rough Greens. So here's the good news, because that was some down news, but here's the good news. With thousands of testimonials and 5-star reviews every month, Rough Greens is now the #1 all-natural dog supplement in America. They've helped millions of pups stay active and be healthy, and your pup could be next. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Fetch a free Jumpstart trial bag for your dog today. You just cover shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. Just use promo code ARENA. That's RUFF greens.com. Promo code ARENA. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Kenyon, you have given the product to your dog. How has your dog been enjoying the Rough Greens?
Pretty good. It's a daily thing, man. They enjoy it.
Shout out to Rough Greens for blessing Kenyon, blessing Mr. B, and blessing everybody out in the world. Make sure you go to roughgreens.com and use code ARENA. All right, well, we had some stuff on the NBA side as well that we need to discuss. We're going to start with your favorite team, Gil.
Oh, you just
Yeah, your favorite is completely changed?
You just gonna cut it off? What? You ain't gonna talk about the statement the WNBA put out?
Would you like me to read that statement?
They put a statement out?
Okay.
Ooh, this should be a box.
So, Sheryl, like you mentioned, there was reports of
The statement was
slurs being held, some monkey noises according to Outkick. Cannot confirm or deny that, but the WNBA release statement said WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or society. We are aware of the allegations, are looking into the matter. Yeah. It's getting, like I said, Fever fans, a little too turned up, may have crossed the line. We will see what the WNBA investigation finds.
Y'all surprised?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you surprised?
about what?
This.
The statement?
No.
No.
What
Because
happened?
that's a joke.
What
but
happened?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't surprised last year what happened.
Okay.
Oh, they're the same team?
Yeah, that's all I'm. That's
Yeah.
the point I'm making.
I mean, Boston.
Oh, I know.
Ain't Indiana.
So from Indiana to Boston.
It's not Indiana.
So let's talk about
Indiana. It ain't Indiana, bro.
No, I know.
Celtics, Knicks,
So
game
you
6.
choose. I'm sorry. So you choose to have an All-Star game in a city where this stuff.
So they should take the game, right? I dig it.
We will talk about that.
You're asking me what I think?
No. I'm saying, yeah, that should be consequences,
what I think.
right? Because
Yeah.
it's not the first incident, right?
No.
So
And it definitely won't be the last.
yeah, so therefore there should be some consequences for the fans.
And
not to do
repercussions,
it.
as they.
Yeah, absolutely. I dig it.
Well, let's move on to the NBA Eastern Conference. A star-studded affair in Madison Square Garden for Game 6 of the Celtics Knicks Eastern Semis Friday.
Is this the WNBA's first statement that they've put out ever?
Ever?
I would imagine that they put out statements before.
Regarding something
What you
this
mean?
magnitude
Ever.
Just
ever or
something like
regarding
this.
this?
Like something like this.
of this nature.
I know I'm just being, I know they in the office like, we on, baby.
We popping.
We hot in this motherfucker, yeah.
Who else got something to say?
Get the maps ready. Get the maps ready. We're about to be streaming everywhere.
We about to hire somebody else. PR, baby.
So moving on to Celtics Knicks, like I said, star-studded affair in Madison Square Garden for Game 6 of the Celtics Knicks Eastern Semis Friday. New York sought to do something they haven't done this century. Boston got the 25-point blowout win at the crib in Game 5 without Jason Tatum to keep their season alive. After that game, the Knicks held a players-only meeting at their team facility where they agreed they needed to get their minds right and play with a sense of urgency. The Knicks were with the shit with the chance to reach their first Eastern Conference Finals since 2000 as Tibbs' squad came through to deliver the knockout punch in historic fashion. Let's take a look at the highlights from the game if we can. Game was back and forth in the first quarter and tied midway through before the Knicks went on a 10-4 run to end the period with a 6-point lead. But in the second quarter, New York took over the game. outscoring Boston 38-17 in that second quarter. But let's take a look at Mikal Bridges, who did his thing. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bong bong.
Oh!
I know, that was nice.
Jaylen Brown did his best to try to keep his team in it. But like I said, second quarter, New York took over the game, outscoring Boston 38-17 to take a 27-point lead into the break. Jaylen Brown scored 18 of his 20 points in the first two quarters, accounting for nearly half of the Celtics' 37 total points in the half. But Brown's night ended early as he fouled out in the third quarter, with the game already looking out of reach. You see Josh Hart out there doing it. You got to give kudos to the Knicks, man. They did their thing. No Tatum, but still got the job done. So no other Celtic starter scored more than 10 points in the game. Derek White being held to just 8 points after dropping 34 in Game 5. Meanwhile, 6 Knicks scored in double figures in this one, with 4 eclipsing the 20-point mark. Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby led the team in scoring with 23 points each, with Brunson going 8 of 14 from the field and adding 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Anunoby came up just short of a double-double with 9 rebounds. Mikal Bridges added 22 points. And the big bodega came through with his 5th double-double of the series with 21 points and 12 rebounds. Josh Hart dropped a triple-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. The first postseason triple-double for a Knicks player since Walt Clyde Frazier did it in 1972. Knicks led by as much as 41 points in the third quarter, and with little under 2 minutes remaining in the third, and Jaylen Brown already on the bench after fouling out, Joe Mazzulla, doing the towel, pulled his starters. It's New York's first series-clinching win in the Garden since 2001. The 38-point win was the largest in Knicks history. Gil is our resident Knicks fan, currently on the couch. You and Shai Stradamus. What are the biggest takeaways from the Knicks reaching their first conference finals since 2000?
What's the biggest takeaway?
Takeaways, plural. Takeaways.
We up.
Put the word out.
Yep, the city's on fire right now. Listen, I'm just being honest, man. I can see why the Knicks ain't won shit in the last 25 years.
Why is
You
that?
can't trust them on wins, man. They fucking the city up right now. It's a no-fly zone up in New York.
It is.
All
Please
flights
don't wear-
canceled.
Don't wear no different jersey up there, boy.
God
Don't
damn,
wear
like
no
I'm just saying,
different
like,
jersey up there.
I can see why, yeah. But nah, it was good that they bounced back at home. The
Knicks in
city,
6.
The city needs this. The franchise needs this, and them boys came to play. It's always about the bounce back. It's easy to get a game too, but the fact that they did defeat them, and we can say Jason Tatum wasn't there, but
Yeah.
they was getting their ass whooped when Jason Tatum was there too.
He had a hand in getting that ass whooped.
These boys are coming to play. They got out of this round, and now it's Indiana. And I know everyone's talking about how great Indiana is, and they should be worried about Indiana. You just defeated last year's champion, a favorite this year, and they had their star player for the first 3 games. I don't think they're, you know what I mean? There's nothing you're gonna tell this group. Right? They had Jason Tatum and them, and they took 2 in their building with their full roster. Indiana, they're not looking at Indiana as a threat, and I think they're going to go in there and just, I'm sorry. Huh? I'm sorry, there's Jaylen Brown and Tatum and this Final Four. I went in their building and beat you in 2 games respectfully.
Indiana not giving up no 20-point
But
lead.
respectfully, though. But I'm just saying, if y'all can get up 20, can you get up 20? Are y'all good enough to get up 20?
They can.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And the Knicks were up 9 when Tatum suffered his injury.
I know. I'm just saying that we played
3
a
minutes
hell of
to
a
go
team.
in that game.
Each one of them games, boys, are down 20.
That's what I'm saying.
You get down 20 in that field house.
That's what I'm saying.
You get down 20 in Indiana. You getting your ass
That's
beat
what I'm
in that
saying.
building.
Maybe some monkey noises in the
But my thing is, what
And
the
then
biggest takeaway from this is the fact that you boys are going, this game 6, a chance to advance, and y'all got to have a team meeting. It's the fucking playoffs. Fuck we need to talk about. Like, we need to get it together. Like, really? So we got to discuss that?
They should be focused.
Yeah, they needed them.
They
They
should
needed us.
No.
They should.
Playoffs.
Boston should have had a goddamn.
Man, go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. Motherfucker, do you want to win or not?
What's wrong with having a team meeting
No,
during the
cuz
playoffs?
I'm gonna tell you straight up, motherfucker. Go look in the mirror. There's nothing I can tell you right now that's gonna help you. There's nothing that I
Should
can
be
tell you in this
motivated.
meeting right now
Should
that's
be
gonna help you.
motivated already.
Do you want to fucking
We don't
win
know.
or not?
should
But
be.
But we don't know what
motivated.
their conversation's about. It
Do
could be
you
about-
want to win
It can
or
be about
not?
plays.
Go
It
look
can
in the
be-
mirror. That's the only thing I can tell you. Go look in the mirror,
But
dude.
Kenyon, to your point, they came back from 20-point deficits game 1 and 2.
They
Cool.
might
Got
be-
smacked by
Yeah, they might be
25.
talking about we need to get it
Yeah.
better in the first half or first
Oh, there's
quarter.
nothing-
Get on them.
I need to
They
encourage
could've
you right
just
now.
Needed a team bonding moment.
Yeah.
Go bowl.
Let's go. We back home.
Well,
Go
instead
fucking
of
bowl.
going bowling, they
Go
just
bowl.
wanted
A
to
great
have
bowling
a
alley.
team get together.
Go to the strip club. I don't know, but we ain't finna talk about the game. There's nothing I can tell you right
So,
now,
so
bro.
going to strip club gonna make them be
Yeah,
focused more.
hey, do something other. There's nothing I can tell you right now.
Who, the players? It's
If we
players
ain't-
on it.
Yeah, if we ain't here together, there's nothing I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
not
let's get our
true,
shit
Kenyon.
together for the first quarter
Why
because
should I
we've
have
been
to
getting our
tell you
ass with. Because we ain't been doing it.
Why? I shouldn't have to tell you that.
But maybe they're not talking about that. Like
we don't- that's what
they
we
could
don't
be
know what
talking
they're
about
They said they had a
anything.
team. They had
Right,
a
you can have a
players
team meeting,
only
be talking-
meeting. Josiah, what was the quote that you used about the players only
They
team?
basically had a player on me just to go over. Didn't feel like they had a sense of urgency. This is something that Jalen Brunson
Thank
had
you.
said earlier in the series as well.
So we didn't have a sense of urgency. It's
But
the playoffs.
to come
man.
out there, come together, and actually get
So
this thing
there's
done.
nothing to talk about, dog.
Well, it worked.
There's nothing to talk about at this point.
Yeah, you shouldn't panic after.
I'm saying there's nothing to
Oh,
talk
I didn't
about.
panic. Well, Boston should. We won. Boston should have had a meeting.
They should have.
Okay.
Really?
Hell, they-
No, like
You got. Really?
no, I'm not.
Y'all had a playoff.
I'm not
playoff
saying
song. Y'all had a
that
meeting.
you should need to be motivated.
Y'all had a meeting
you
We
should-
had several meetings.
doing just
And so,
get your
some-
shit together meeting.
Listen, sometimes it was the whole team. Sometimes it was me meeting with 3 or 4 players or Coop or Tina. But sometimes it's more about talking to a particular player or two. Like,
But that wasn't what was going
It
on.
just-
like
shit together.
here, well, or like we really gonna need you in this game.
I dig
Cat.
that.
Make sure you right.
I dig
OG.
that.
Man,
I dig
like
that.
you don't know what
I
they,
dig
you
that.
don't know what that
But I shouldn't have to
conversation was
tell you
about.
that though.
Yeah, but if it's a player
Stakes-
that
the stakes
don't
are here right now, right? We trying to do something this franchise ain't did since '73. Right? They ain't won a championship since '73. None of them do. Ain't nobody that was within the organization was a lot. So we trying to do something ain't nobody ever done. Right?
But why are you so upset that they had a team meeting?
Because I shouldn't have to. Nick, we on a team together. We made the playoffs together.
Nick, he was ready to slap you, so
No.
don't be on his side.
You called him a fudge N-word earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
crazy.
did.
Right?
Yeah, he did.
But you
I get what you're saying. We ain't had no, yeah.
motherfucker, you ready to play or not?
Yeah.
Listen. If
The
you
meeting
ain't, guess
could have
what?
simply been that.
If you ain't,
They
we
could
got
have been in the
seats
room
for you.
and somebody could have said,
Hey, if you ain't ready to play, we got seats for you. Hey, come over here, leave your warm up top on, motherfucker. Hey, I ain't got time to be motivating you right now, man.
Hey, you win by 40. They should have a meeting every
I
goddamn
think
day.
the
They were
biggest,
gonna play that way no matter what.
Yeah. I think the biggest
Man,
takeaway was
they just got smacked, right? They just got smacked on the road game. There was nothing that was needed to be said. Is my point I'm making.
But if you lose by 25, the Celtics just lost Jason Tatum, arguably their best player. But you'll get a 25-point.
So this
Yeah,
is-
we can play.
relax.
This is what we're gonna
Two
do.
things we expect.
Yeah.
Game 5. We going up there to win, but we expecting them boys to play out of their fucking mind. They just lost Jason Tatum. They gonna play out of their mind at home because they want to give their fans a win. Because it might be the last time they see them. We know that. We going up there to win, but this is what we're expecting. It didn't go our way. We didn't lose by 1. We lost by whatever it was. We didn't get it done. We definitely know what we have to do to close this thing out at home. There's nothing that I could go in there and tell. If Gil is just, hey man, I need you to do more today. The fuck, no. We just lost. We trying to close this thing out at home, dog. We said that shit after the game. Whatever was said after game 5 was all that needed to be said.
But the aftermath of that meeting, at least, as I think we all agree, 38-point blowout win at the
Play that
crib.
way no matter what the point is.
that was the biggest takeaway.
Listen, the point I'm
Pounds
making.
came in.
We lost in Boston. Boston came back on us. We was with the Nets. We had a fourth quarter league up there. They came back. We was up like 23-24. They came back and won the game. There was nothing for us to say after the game. We tricked the game off. We came back, won the next game and next close them out. There's nothing for us to talk about, man. We lost. We know we didn't play well in the fourth quarter. There's nothing to fucking talk about here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all pros. We trying to do something. We know everything that we've done to get to this point, right? And we trying to get over this hump. We need to go talk about it? That's just me. Maybe I'm different. Because there's nothing that nobody could say to me in the playoffs that was going to motivate me any more than me playing in the next playoff.
Well, that's you. Some of them
That's
got
what
to be
I'm saying.
motivated.
That's why I said that's me. There was nothing that was more motivating than the next playoff game, right? And then one after that, right? And then the next round, it gets more, and then each game in the next round is more. So we're in game 6 trying to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Whatever after game 5 should have been said, hey, I'll see you fuckers in the damn 2 days, bro. Let's get it done. That's right.
So, Swaggy, Celtics fan, Jason Tatum sent you shoes. Obviously, suffered the Achilles injury.
Best friend.
That is your best friend now. Championship experience, championship buddies.
I say the biggest takeaway was Towns' New York accent. You know, he got like.
He did?
Yeah, he's
developed a very strong New York accent after the win.
You know, it's no more, oh my gosh, it's like, yo, son, yo, you know, so.
I thought it was
yo,
a 3,
son. I thought it was a 3, yo, so. But nah, White, I feel like he showed, White showed that, you know, that's why I like White, but he's not an all-star, you know, and it shows the ups and downs, you know, I feel like he got put in a situation where he's a great role player, great corner guy.
He's an Olympian, did win a gold medal.
Great.
This Team USA squad.
But, you know, when a guy like Tatum goes down and you need him to be the
God bless America, Kenyon.
when you need him to be an Olympian,
a proud American.
that's what happens. You know.
You said when you need him to be the Olympian?
When you need him to be an Olympian, yeah, and you get your ass whipping.
I don't think nobody in America.
But the way
there's nobody in America that was like, you know what, USA, that was a good ass pick. Not one person.
But
when they put him on the team, not one person was like, oh
But
shit, we're about to win gold.
I got a better one for you.
they forcing us.
I got a better one for you. Go around, do a poll, ask people to name the players without giving them a list. Name the players that was on this past Olympic team. Tell them to go. 100%. Unless the motherfucker is an almanac of sports, his name would not be mentioned.
So
And if you say one person that shouldn't have been on there, it's going to be 100% going to say the same name.
So
Right, I don't know what you mean by Olympian because he didn't even play out there.
So here's the thing with that squad.
I'm thinking Hallie.
He's still an Olympian.
So,
He's like, yeah, I know he's still an Olympian.
Kawhi Leonard is on the
But
team.
I don't expect Olympian status.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Kawhi Leonard on the team. Kawhi Leonard gets replaced by Derek White. When you just read
When
that,
you replace,
but when you see that,
He got that behind his
But-
name.
it's
I
crazy.
agree with you.
But again, no, but like we said, when that game was over and he played 1 for 8, 3 for 11, whatever he did, ain't no reporter come up to him and say what happened. That was the luxury he was in.
well, actually,
They said something?
he did have a post-game press
Oh, he did?
But you don't hear about it.
I never heard
Second
about
option.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But let's talk more about these Knicks. Give the
Yeah,
Knicks their
yeah,
love.
Knicks.
We have some Knicks fans among us who want the Knicks to get their praise. Knicks were 0-10 combined against the Cavs, Celtics, and Thunder in the regular season. And even before the Tatum injury, we're in control of the series. We talked about back-to-back comebacks from 20-point deficits to take game 1 and 2 in Boston. Trailed by at least 14 points in each of their first 3 wins in this series. But Gil, in your opinion, as our resident New York Knicks fan, what changed?
Well, don't say resident. I'm just visiting.
Okay, you've now embraced.
No, just visiting. All right, I ain't even.
Rashad is not here today.
I'm just saying I ain't even get my. I don't even get the real.
You are
Still on a 30-day
number 2 Knicks
trial
option.
run, you know, I ain't paid for the full membership yet.
You are number 2 Knicks option. So what changed for the Knicks this postseason?
Compared to what?
Times passed, like I said, 0-10 against the top 3 teams in the
You
league.
fucking think I watched them during regular season when the Lakers was playing?
So what changed for them in the postseason?
I don't know. I didn't see them. I just jumped on the bandwagon, sir. I just got here, right? Stop asking. That's the problem with you Knickers. Y'all know that I haven't been Knickers. Yeah, I haven't
Fudge
been here.
Knickers.
I haven't been here long enough to know everything that got going on here.
Well,
all right? Right now, all I know is 2 players. Brunson, Bridges.
You don't know Cat.
You don't know
Cat.
who I am?
OG Anunoby.
I don't know Cat.
Josh Hart.
I don't know Cat. Okay.
Oh my God.
I know him and his girl starting to look alike. That's all I do now. Just one has a beard.
What the?
They do look alike.
Wow.
They do look alike.
Wow.
They do look alike. Yeah, they do look alike.
Gil,
right?
stop that.
Yeah, they do.
They do look
You
alike.
said they
I'll
do.
start.
They do?
It's for movies is made
Cat
up.
and
Ladies and gentlemen,
They look alike.
Oh shit, they got Jordan Woods on the front. I was like, that's Jordan Woods with the New York accent. I was like, no, that was Cat. I was like, oh, damn.
Were you
got
impressed
it.
by the Knicks' ability to control these series, knowing that they went 0-4 against the Celtics regular season?
No, I just, playoffs is different, and, it's a slower game. You got to be mindful. You can't use that regular season mindset into the playoffs. And, I mean, for the most part, they was whooping their ass. Boston was whooping their ass and showed that
And
they
they
were the
do
better
not look
team.
alike.
But,
Stop that.
heart is in the playoffs.
You gotta-
You know what I mean? You need heart, you need patience, grinding it out. And this is when playing your team and your starters 40-plus minutes kind of help you out a little bit.
I thought you was talking about Josh Hart and Precious Achiuwa. Oh no, I thought you was like.
No, I'm just saying this is when heart matters in the playoffs, and
Not Josh Hart, the actual Hart.
and I think that first game where New York kind of stole it, I think it told them like, hey, they're beatable, right? Let's just hang around and then see what we can get out of this series because they backs were against the wall. Nobody thought New York was going to win besides some New York fans, but
I feel like a large contingent of
But
New York.
other than that, when you're talking about winning the series, when you have no expectations of doing anything, it's easier to play basketball. And, that's what it kind of, it showed in this series that, this team is relentless. They are winners. They showed it in college. And the same three are showing it on this level, doing whatever it takes to win for each other.
The new look Nova Knicks. So you talked about we've talked a lot about the heavy workload Knicks starters throughout the season. I remember we talked about after that overtime game against the Blazers, Mikal Bridges and Tibbs having a conversation, saying to rely more on the bench. But how much credit do the Knicks deserve for staying relatively healthy despite the heavy workload for their starters?
They built for it. Shit, they've been.
Playing.
Been a couple years now. They've been building this up. So hopefully they can continue it. It's gonna be needed. It's gonna get harder. To win, the deeper you get in the playoffs. So,
But
Not
nothing
many.
new for them. They've
yeah.
been.
So hey,
I think
it's been working for 'em.
Josh Hart, most minutes played this season, got the
it's been
award.
working
Hart,
for
right?
him, right?
Yeah.
It's been working for him.
Last year too, right? Ever since he's been with Tibbs?
He's had stretches where 6-7 straight quarters.
So,
coming off the game,
if you're medical staffs everywhere else, wouldn't you be looking at this group and say, hey, I think playing basketball a lot kind of keeps you in shape and stops you from getting as injured as all this rest that we're giving you.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Yes. So when I look back at you guys there, the 80s and the 90s, and you're looking at like 82 games and they practice and they lift it, they sustain their bodies.
And they flying commercial.
Now you don't have training camps anymore. You're not conditioning your body. It looks like you're barely in shape for the most part. And you're sitting there trying to jump and fly and you're tweaking muscles that usually would have been endured. Right? It's like taking, let's say we take a week off from running sprints.
Yeah.
And then I say, all right, 100 times, let's go.
Yeah.
And you go out there and take off. You're gonna pull something.
For sure.
And it seems like that's what's happening with this NBA. All this downtime that they have. They're not lifting as much. They're not running as much. But when they get in a game, they still playing 100%.
But do you agree with the players that say, 82 games is too many games?
No, somebody posted that shit the other day. I said, go ask, somebody asked, how did they do it? I said, go ask John Stockton.
Yep.
He fucking did it.
For how many years?
A lot of games.
consecutive years.
So why,
I don't know.
why do you think
Michael Jordan did
AC
it.
Green played
I agree with
1,000
you.
straight games.
why do you think the
With
players
no
they
chicks.
feel that
I
way?
think
They soft
That
as
is too many.
it
fuck.
depends on the
shit.
person.
Like they are
That's why he did it.
they are
They're
literally
making the
big.
most money. They're making the most money that anybody has ever
No
made,
doubt.
and they want to play the least.
No doubt.
The fuck out of here.
But
They
why
want
they
to play.
getting
They don't
hurt,
want to
man.
practice.
They
Did they
don't
play
practice.
long
They
back in
don't
the
do
day?
nothing, man.
Yeah.
What you say?
did they play long
Yes.
back in the day?
Carmelo
Long?
played
What do you mean
20
by
years.
long?
Like have long.
Oh,
20 years. Niggas played
That's
20
but,
years.
All right, that's like one.
No, if you look at all of them, they was playing 78 to 82 games
But they still in
because they lifted weights. Their
Like,
their
I'm thinking
muscle,
like
You're
Larry
talking about
Bird
the playing
played
career
what?
their
wasn't that
muscle
long?
was strong.
Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson. I
That
know
the
him,
NBA
but-
just started there.
So, Gil, to your point
But
about the
I'm
Knicks
saying-
medical staff, Knicks medical team has been named the NBA Athletic Training Staff of the Year.
Oh no, they have a good one. No,
Oh, they have a good one?
Listen, it is the best I've encountered.
They brought over Casey Smith from Dallas, who's the vice president
Oh,
of sports medicine.
Casey over there now.
Casey,
I'm pretty sure
he was on the Olympic team, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
That's Casey.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm pretty. A few people that moved around since I was there, but when I was there, it was real. Like they did some shit and was testing shit that I hadn't tested in the NBA in years. Right? They doing shit. They had a lot of the staff was from soccer clubs in Europe. You know how they go. They top notch. So the medicine and it's forward thinking and your training and your rehab and all of these things. So they were implementing this stuff in 2012, 2013 when I was with them. So I can only imagine what it is now. Like so it's they were like that. So
Like it's just conditioning, man. Like when you talking about the condition, you're talking about LeBron, you're talking about Giannis, right? Besides some of the freak shit of him falling on the floor and his tailbone, shit like that. You're talking about Steph Curry, right? Like people we know that are very conditioned athletes, right? Because we can see how they play, like Shai. We and it's like they sustaining.
if Giannis played in the half court, he could play every
Game.
game of every season. If he slowed down, because a lot of this shit, he twisted ankle, he was
Yeah.
stepping on the motherfucking foot, run somebody over, fall, hit his back, his elbow down,
Yeah.
just shit like that. If he played in the half court, he'll play every fucking game. He wouldn't miss no time. Just because he built his body up to be able to sustain that. When we were in it, when I first came in, training camp was a month long.
Yeah.
A month, and we doing 2 of days for 2, 3. It was fucking hard. Like by that 4th, 5th practice, third practice, you can't walk. You walk in there that next morning for that 3rd practice.
Yeah.
Man, where the bucket at for my feet? You getting there early
what I'm
just to
saying.
How
sit.
long are the training camps today?
4 days,
They doing 3 days of nothing.
3 days, and they don't even work
Man,
out.
No 2 of days.
So it's
No
like
2 of
They do
days.
no 2 a days.
No 2
no,
of days.
and they don't really
Might be
get
an
it.
optional shooting or something.
Yeah,
No, they ain't kicking their ass for a month straight.
and so
Playing 8 preseason games.
So those 3 days that we're going through and we're coming out like, damn. And we trained all summer.
Yeah.
Right? Thinking we was ready
Yeah.
and still got barbecued. So imagine you not getting barbecued in training camp. You didn't really work that hard in
Yeah.
summer. And then you got to go play full-blown basketball.
We rev it up though. Over the summer, we working out, right?
Yep.
We working out right in September. Motherfucker,
playing.
hey, in September, we getting ready for training camp. Like we going harder in September because that should start in October. We going harder. And still, day 1, 2, 3, we ain't ready for that shit.
I'm doing bleachers. I'm doing that.
Man,
Bleachers.
thinking this shit finna help.
Who's to say that training
On the line,
camp shit
easy
good
run.
for you though?
What you say?
Yo,
They got to
So
change
just
the
Say that
name.
training camp
Nick,
shit good for
History
you, though.
shows
you
it.
play for B
You
Scott,
said
right?
Who? What? I
Who's
can't-
to say that all that 2 a days shit good for you?
'Cause you
though?
build up-
I didn't like it. You didn't like doing
But
it.
you're
so
building-
much.
Not whether you
building
like
your
it or
body
not,
up.
but
You
hell
building
yeah.
the lactic
No, what I'm
acid
saying
in
is-
your
But I
muscles
remember
and-
when we was
You didn't
playing
like- you didn't
and
like 2 days?
When we lost our first fucking 2 games, Kobe said, Ron Artest said we lost the game in training camp because we was dead doing all this fucking Indian run. So,
But did y'all get hurt? I mean, we're talking
I'm
about.
just saying we was
the
dead.
easy-
coming
the easy
to
run
game.
shit?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
easy
Oh,
run.
oh,
Brian
listen,
Scott
yo,
was crazy.
Yo, so listen, so
You
the shit
didn't like-
he,
you
so the
didn't like
shit he
Trae?
referenced, right? Hold on, the shit that he referenced.
I didn't
No,
like
then
the
nobody
running
like
shit.
this shit.
Yeah,
The
I
shit
didn't
that
like
he
that
referenced,
running
right?
shit. Yeah, bro.
The shit called easy run.
Yeah.
It's some Pat Riley shit that Byron Scott stole. It is
Dead.
day one of training camp. I don't give a fuck what you have done all summer. The day before training camp, you could have went and ran 7 miles. It ain't preparing you for this drill.
Yeah.
2 lines, baseline, free throw line extended, put 20, 25 minutes on the clock, whatever you're feeling like today. 2 lines, motherfuckers say go. Start the clock, you jog, put your hands up, get to the end, you defensive slide, get to the corner, back pedal, defensive slide, run, do this shit. You repeat this shit for 25 minutes. And your motherfucking calves, when you get done,
And you
felt
gotta
like
keep
a
your hands
mother-
up here or
Yes,
here?
here.
And you
The
got
whole
to run
time?
to the
Yes.
person in line, like the person that last.
Oh, that's a
run to the
different
front.
Oh.
Oh, that's a different drill.
That's
No, the easy one, no. That's the ending one. You got to catch the motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
all
then you
that
got to do the shit with the ball. You got to do the layup drill where the ball don't touch the fucking ground.
I'm like, man,
They ain't doing that.
Yeah.
that shit.
But
hurt.
think about how much you're getting in shape after
Oh,
whatever
no
you
doubt.
But
did.
we
So,
not
when,
even
you're,
going
so
to
when
yeah.
you're playing in a game, your body is used to this. When
Yes.
you don't do nothing,
Yes.
and you say, all right, go out there, guard Shai.
Like you should be in the best shape.
You guarded. I got to guard Shai.
you're
I'm
doing
going to
that
pull
type
my
of stuff.
groin. I'm pulling hammies.
I was.
This is where these injuries
no
coming
doubt.
from. Hammies and wasn't because you're trying to take off to catch somebody because you think your muscles is ready to fire like that. You ain't been firing like that.
Yeah.
Watch out now.
And that's what's so hard about the WNBA because we didn't and don't have that type of a training camp. So a lot of the new players, when they come in, they don't understand that
Let's go.
you
Day
got to
one.
come in ready to go,
Day one.
right? Because one training camp is maybe a few weeks, then you're playing preseason, then the season starts. So a lot of players will come in thinking, oh, well, I can use training camp to get in shape. And it's like, because it's go time as soon as you get there.
That's what we.
But sometimes sometimes, right? Most of the girls play all year round, though, right?
Most of
So they don't really,
Yeah.
they don't really get out of shape.
But I'm referring to like the rookies.
the new ones that
Right.
don't come in.
But they go from
Especially-
college. But they go from college like a week later. They're
Well,
back.
if you're playing in the tournament,
Yeah.
right? The Final Four, you go straight from the Final Four. You got a few days off, and then the draft, and then training camp. But if your
out.
season ends
Yeah.
early, like they're taking time out, they're like, well,
Do they
season's
do
over.
pre-draft workouts and stuff like that? Is that a thing? They don't do.
Wait.
Get to it.
Well,
So they just pick them. We watch y'all play.
in college.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's go with you.
That's what they do
That's
the
why they-
entire season. You
Well,
know?
if you advance far in the tournament, yeah, it's like the draft
Yeah.
only a couple weeks after.
But I'm
that.
saying, but they don't.
Like, get to it. Here you go. Watch the tape.
that's
shit.
it.
That's crazy.
That's it.
I didn't know that.
That's
All right.
it.
So let's keep this thing moving. We got to show some love to Knicks fans. They waited for this moment for the last 25 years. Give them some smoke. Shout out Steve.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Steve.
Our showrunner, resident Knicks fan, been heavy in the dock, making sure you stay on course, give the Knicks their necessary love.
though, before the season started, that I think I picked the Knicks to win.
You did.
Didn't I?
Yes.
Okay.
So it had been nearly 10,000 days since the last time the Knicks celebrated a series-clinching win in Madison Square Garden, dating back to the 1999 Eastern Conference Finals when the ACD Knicks defeated the second-seeded Pacers in 6 games to reach the NBA Finals. And the fans took in the moment by taking over Midtown after the win. They spilled out all over. This is them attacking the Celtics bus as it tried to leave the arena. Several middle fingers and F Boston's.
Damn.
It was
Standing in front of that screaming a
It was pandemonium on the streets of the city united to celebrate the win. Sent one last parting shot to the Celtics and their fans.
That's hard.
I don't know how he got up there, but shout out to that
bit. Flip flops on.
with some flip flops.
Flip-flops, man.
That is
Flip
the
flop.
highest tier of Caucasianry that is possible.
Yeah, of course. You know, black people don't like heights.
Hey, we're not. How'd you get
Probably
up there?
shut off with a
At
bean
all.
bag. Show black cat. Wow!
Just hanging
Black
out.
ass off that goddamn.
So Knicks fans got to it. No op was safe from ESPN's Brian Windhorst, who had no clue what was waiting for him outside MSG.
Thanks to Jackson and Zach, our producers, who came here to the Garden tonight and are going out to humanity. I'm just walking to my hotel. I'll be fine.
How do you feel about Boston losing? I don't give a fuck. Knicks is 6, pussy. Suck all that shit now. Suck all that shit now. You know what I'm
Got his
saying?
big ass. They call this big ass walking.
I love it.
So we
Oh,
see
he said, "Tuck all that shit down."
Winford's got it from Knicks fans. And we also got to show you this gentleman right here shall remain nameless.
Oh, Winnie, don't do Winnie like that.
That's what
but-
I'm talking about, bro.
He was bold enough to rock a Halle jersey, proceeded to get bum rushed by a swarm of Knicks fans, hurling trash and foul language at him before he was saved by the NYPD. So Halle announced earlier today on the Pat McAfee show that he's flying out that fan and a +1 to Indy for Game 4. Not a wise decision to wear a Halliburton jersey on the streets of New York. I blame him for that.
Like he literally just went in his closet like, yeah, I'm about to fuck him up today. And then pulled
That is a death wish.
Trash at the day.
Throwing multiple trash bags.
like I can't even feel sorry for you, cause just come on,
Yeah,
man.
because you thought you was going to
Nobody was dumb enough to wear a Boston Celtics jersey out there.
He thought he was just going to talk trash like,
Yeah. See y'all next round.
all the trash, motherfucker.
Nigga, see you outside.
You all the
New York
trash.
City trash bags full of rats and pee-pee hitting him. But Gil, you've spoken repeatedly.
Did you say PP? Rats and PP.
That's the scent of the city, if you will. Gil, you've spoken repeatedly about how Madison Square Garden was your favorite arena to play in. You have since joined the Knicks bandwagon. Are Knicks fans getting a little too turned up, or do you respect them for celebrating their wins every chance they get?
Nah, man, you gotta celebrate, man. You gotta let the world know who y'all really are. Why is it great to be a Knicks? Like even just opposing players looking at that like, yo, I want to be a part of this. Like they making you feel like heroes out here. Like this ain't even the championship. 2020 Laker championship. 4 niggas outside.
It was a different time. It was.
I know. I'm just
6 feet apart.
It was a curfew, but I'm just saying.
Six-
It was only 4. I
6
see
feet
4.
apart.
But I'm just saying, like, look at this. This is not even a championship. What happened?
They did a
What
drive-
happened?
He did a drive-by parade.
Do they not know that the national security guard is going to have to be called out if they make it to the championship? I hope they know that they need. What? Yes. They better call the National Guard like, hey, listen. If the Knicks win, be ready. Because this is what they're getting, just beating Boston to get to the...
Sounds like a champion.
Did you say when the Knicks win?
Yeah.
Gil, you're making a preemptive prediction.
Well, it's Knicks all day.
Nah,
Knicks are Bronson.
I'd be Towns.
As Knicks fans like to say, we are the New York Knicks, suck our New York blank.
I'm just saying, like, this is what's happening. Just
Right?
getting there.
Well, I know the NBA need them to be in the championship.
Back.
That is,
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Nothing else. If nothing else, they need them there.
Yeah.
Trust me, heaven forbid this shit fall off the rails and Indiana motherfucking listen. I tell you right now.
Kenyon, we talked about that on our playback, and people are going to get mad at us. Oh, y'all not real fans, blah, blah, blah. No, we're talking about from a viewership.
I'm so happy.
Viewership,
From a
Man.
viewership
So
standpoint.
happy I didn't see
I'll watch the
Indiana
finals,
from
whoever's in.
Denver.
everybody, listen, every household in the state of Indiana would have to have their television on,
+1.
plus, and have the iPad and phone on.
Everybody turn this shit off.
Doubt.
Ready, set, go.
doubt.
And in order for that shit ratings to be what the NBA would need it to be, if the Knicks don't make it.
No doubt.
And people, I don't listen. Watch the games, y'all. Like, I don't know if everybody who gonna win, but they ain't in the Eastern Conference Finals for nothing. So just so you know, it ain't gonna be easy. I just want y'all to know that.
Came this far, might as well keep on going.
I'm talking about.
I mean,
They done 4-1.
ideal, it'd be
They
ideal
4-1 both series, right?
Who?
Indiana.
That was 2.
They 4-1 in Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee only
Yeah.
won 1, right?
Yep.
And Cleveland won 1.
Indiana.
Dang.
I mean, the
Milwaukee
ideal
is
for
trash.
NBA viewership is Knicks versus Timberwolves.
Yeah.
We'll see who really won the trade.
Knicks versus OKC now.
Either one of them.
Either one is good, though.
Knicks-
Love Minnesota.
Knicks versus-
Minnesota's a
either
bigger
one of
market.
For sure.
Knicks versus either one of them.
No, I'm just talking about
never
the
even talked
ideal for
about
just
that.
total rating. It'd be Minnesota. Then after that, obviously that, and then the
Oh
worst,
my
the
God,
worst,
that'd be crazy.
the worst ratings is OKC versus Indiana.
Absolutely.
Nah, the worst.
Nasty.
That's the worst.
It would have been Indiana versus Denver.
No, I'm just talking about the four. No, I'm talking about the four that's there now.
No, Denver got a championship already.
No, I'm talking about the four that's there
know.
now. The worst one is Indiana versus OKC.
Denver got one, so not so bad.
You're talking about
OKC in Indiana?
You're talking about the two smallest markets.
Oh, my
One
God.
got the smallest. They got the smallest gym. Shit in the NBA, damn near in college too. Indiana's sitting at like 17,000.
Shout out to Gamebridge
I
Fieldhouse.
think it's on purpose.
But you got
They want to
It's
sound
on
loud.
purpose.
Yeah.
So the way it's set, trust, hey man.
No, I know it's loud.
set up
Yes,
to feel like
play it in the play, absolutely. I was on
I
the
hate
listen,
Indiana,
hey, I was on the Knicks playing Indiana in the playoffs. So trust me, in that building, absolutely. It's one of them.
So we have celebrated the Knicks sufficiently for today. We will be celebrating them all week as they get ready to start the Eastern Conference Finals on Wednesday.
Knicks in 5.
It's a change, you know.
Knicks
They ain't
in
doing-
5.
Don't you feel like with all these
Maybe 6.
all these guards that's in the finals right now, they don't shoot threes like that, right? Like the changing of the guard. They shoot
They
threes,
all
but
can,
they don't shoot it at the
They
clip.
all can shoot the three.
Yeah.
They just don't chuck them like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like this is.
Who the guy that led the league in the NBA?
Besides Hollenberg.
No, the guy that led the
An-
NBA and makes
Edwards.
from 3. Anthony Edwards. Talking about him?
Anthony. Oh, I thought he was talking about point guards.
No, he said guard.
You said guard.
But still, Ant-Man is a nigga that
He is,
flies.
he's
Yeah.
He is their point. Can't count.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
let's shift over to the Celtics. Just
But what's so funny is he does a good balancing.
yeah, that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
if they didn't put it out there that he let it in,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. You would think Jason Tatum shoots at least 2 times more than him
Yeah.
from 3, right? Just how it looks. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's shift over to the Celtics
For what?
Yeah.
because
Lex is not here.
And they're done.
Swaggy is okay. They're done for this
He's
season.
not a Celtics fan.
They may be done for.
He's a Jason Tatum fan. He's not a Celtics fan.
Well, we're talking about the team that Jason Tatum plays on as he recovers from his Achilles injury.
Josiah, it's your show.
It is not. It is
Just
Gilbert
do
Arena
your-
presented
do
by
your
Underdog.
thing, man.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Do your
Trying to
thing,
get
man.
them off.
Do your thing, man.
As I expressed often,
Y'all been cutting them off.
I'm merely a host. I know, but you see it, Swaggy. But guess what? Direct deposit always hits by the 3rd of the month.
Hey,
On
man,
time.
talk your shit, man.
On time. We got a post-mortem. The Celtics probably not going to talk about them for a little bit. We'll talk about the Celtics' future in a moment. But first, let's give some love to Jaylen Brown. So after the Celtics were eliminated, Brown offered these thoughts on just what this Knicks-Celtics rivalry means.
Things didn't go our way this year, and it's unfortunate. But we hold our head up regardless. Losing to the Knicks, feels like death. But I was always taught that there's life after death. So we'll get ready for whatever's next in the journey. I'll be ready for.
So before we talk Jaylen Brown, a shout out to Elijah Arena,
Yeah.
who is in the arena right now. He has risen. What's up with
Say
it?
hi. I don't know about them, but I need
Yeah.
I need to
Shout out Elijah.
How are you?
Shout out to UCLA.
Good to see you.
UCLA
All right.
for keeping you here. Take it easy on us this
Them
season.
things must be popular because every time I see Cameron, he got them motherfuckers on.
And they're so
Looking
ugly.
good, feeling good.
And they're so ugly.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has risen. Shout out to Elijah.
Like, dude, they make pants your size and shit. Like, them shoes, every time I see them, like, yo.
But let's talk
like
Celtics.
more of them.
Oh yeah, I seen KJ out yesterday. I was gonna kill
He
that
told me,
little
and I
ass.
told him, he told me that shit, and I told him I'd kill everybody in LA.
Gonna kill that man. We gonna
This. He
how you
he told
pay a
me,
ransom? We gonna
He
have
said
you
he
pay a
was hold my
ransom.
son for ransom. I said
Who
I'd
said
kill
that,
everybody in LA.
He came up. I said, "Come here,
Hey, I
nigga.
helped
Call
him
your
find
daddy." I
him.
said, "Call your daddy."
Call your dad.
I said, "Call your daddy. We got you
Yeah.
for ransom."
As soon as he said, I said I'd kill everybody in LA.
Okay, I'm gonna help you find him. All right.
So you can get a split?
So I can stay. Oh, sure.
He said, "When you get
I
a
gotta get
split,
to work."
you cut.
Shit,
But so after Game 6, it was revealed that Brown has been playing with a.
burn this bitch down.
So after Game 6, it was revealed that Jaylen Brown had been playing with a partially torn meniscus during the series. You respect Jaylen Brown for playing with that partially torn meniscus. Can you talk about
You don't
being
need it.
playoffs? You don't
You don't
need
need
it.
it.
Okay. Go get another one.
Yeah, you don't need that meniscus. No, I'm just not. You got to respect dudes that grind it out, man. Could have easily shut it down. Dudes don't play with less. He knew the severity of what they were playing for. So it was throughout the playoffs. So it was torn before the playoffs started. Partially torn before the playoffs started.
At some point.
Right, so he knew it was going in. So it's either I'm gonna tear it the rest of the way, or I'm gonna play with this. So he made a decision. Just showed the cloth that he's cut from and what his teammates and what.
Yeah, the last part of the season, according to his.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it didn't affect him.
Yeah, then what compete. So he learned how to play with it. So he just showed what compete means to him for him to go out and even try. So for him to make it through both rounds. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, man.
So shout out to Jaylen Brown. And after the game, Derek White had this to say about the season and the future of the Celtics.
It sucks. We're never gonna get this season back. Never gonna have the exact same team again. And so obviously there was some highs and obviously some lows of a season, and but at the moment it just, you're just kind of down.
So never going to have the exact same team again. And on that note, Celtics were able to run it back this season with their top 8 rotation players from the championship squad all returning. But now the team is looking at both the highest payroll and luxury tax bill in league history if things stay as is. If no moves are made, the Celtics will become the first team ever to have a higher luxury tax bill than actual payroll, which seems unrealistic for the new ownership group, which purchased the team back in March. So what does the future of the Boston Celtics look like? Because it's going to be some tough decisions made this offseason.
Just said it.
No, it ain't no tough decisions. Shit, these are easy decisions. We got to move this roster around, Jack. Hey, we got to get rid of some Porzingises and some
Both him and his family. Come on, move it on out.
Yeah, there's gonna be some moves being made up in old Beantown, baby.
And you think the Tatum and Brown duo stays intact?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
They
like
ain't the issue.
Both on
They
Supermax deals. I know.
They're not the issue. Because you got to pay. They're going to get them that Supermax somebody, so that they're not the issue. So
Yeah, I think Porzingis and Holiday, they pay don't match their money at this point in time.
Unfortunately, it's going to be this is Al Horford's last.
Al
Horford got another. Or this
he'll
is
be a free agent
so
this
this
summer.
is it for Al Horford.
Unless he wants to just take a real good pay cut for the team.
Team friendly.
Yeah,
veteran
Luke
deal.
Cornett will be a free agent
But
this
Luke
summer.
Cornett, I think they'll sign him
gonna
before
sign
they
him,
sign
He's
Al
trying to go
for
get a
what
bag.
he did. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying for what he did here, so he can. You still got to.
how did they go?
Yeah.
The money. It's the money.
He's making like $40 million. He averaged 5,
I know.
Yeah, so Drew Holiday made 32.4 next year.
Yeah, it's the money.
35 the year after that.
Replace a Holiday.
Player option for 37.
No, he
Can't
replaced
replace his
himself.
play. You can't replace his play, but you're gonna have to replace that pay.
I feel like Brown, him, and Tatum should be the ones staying.
You also have Tatum.
I feel like teams will want
May not
White
play at all
more
next year.
than
He's not playing.
Teams
Because
will
he-
want White because
because
he's
he's younger,
cheaper.
too,
He's
and-
cheaper, younger, and he's doing more.
yeah.
But I got to get rid of my payroll.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I got 2 guys on my payroll that's making so much money that
So
they're not doing
how
that.
do they make more than White?
You don't.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you can get.
What,
You have to do some. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's crazy.
Brad Stevens got to do some work.
So you think keep Derek White though? Obviously Brown, Tatum, Tingus Pingus.
Brown
Yeah, they move
Stevens,
around.
Brad Stevens got to do some work, Jack. You
what
went up to the front office for this reason right here.
So
And even if the Celtics squad would have won a chip this year, it would have been very hard.
Still, I think they were just these 2 years, and then I think they would have been breaking up again at the end of the season anyway.
damn.
Because you got a new
Nah,
ownership
let me-
group coming in.
Yeah.
Same thing in that.
$6.1 billion purchase. I think
Yeah.
you're looking at like $230, $240 in luxury tax.
They been working hard for this team,
$230,
bro.
$240 in just luxury
Luxury
tax.
taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Holiday
so-
averaged
which
9.
would be more than
Then the payroll. Come on.
the payroll, like 227-ish around about.
Crazy.
What is
Shit,
Porzingis?
Pritchard off the bench averaged 12.
Porzingis, what injury
So
does he have?
has a viral infection. Not really sure what it is.
Oh, so it's not an injury.
There are some internet conspiracies.
Let me stop.
I will not mention them on this show.
Oh,
I will tell you off air though. Sure, what
What happened?
the people are saying.
UTI, but
They didn't say that.
no, they didn't. But
They didn't, but
What happened?
Hyman is not. I don't know.
Strap up, ladies and gentlemen.
Something of the.
What you talking about? Who got sick? Who
I
got
was just
sick?
asking what his
So,
injury
Porzingis
was.
was sick throughout the series.
Oh.
Had a limited amount. Did not look like himself. At points had trouble breathing on the court, as Joe
They sent
Mazzulla
some
said.
bad New York work to his room.
Not the quality control.
This is a second year. This is a second playoffs, man. That they.
Like he's just there. He's just there.
It's like he was not
just
valuable
there.
for the Knicks at all last 2 years, and during postseason.
He's just there for a shiny toy, just for the name, bro.
Because like last year, they literally damn near played the whole playoffs without him.
Yeah.
So let's keep it moving. So after Boston was eliminated, Celtics legend Paul Pierce posted this video congratulating the Knicks with a mix of love and hate.
You know, whatever y'all did, New York is Pacers gonna pop y'all though. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know that the Pacers is gonna get y'all. So I don't even want to hear all that. Like, yeah, y'all feeling good. Y'all beat an injured Celtics team. Y'all beat an injured Celtics team, bro. We didn't have our all NBA player, first team MVP candidate who led us in all these categories. So, whatever.
Whatever.
Is the truth spitting or tripping saying the Pacers are going to cook the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Hey, he should do another walk.
I think he
So we can video camera. Put it on a walk. Put it on a walk to work.
Put a walk on it then.
Put a walk on it. And I put a walk on to work too.
Are people sleeping on this Pacers squad? Pacers eliminated the Knicks.
If the Knicks don't win, I'll walk to work. Take my challenge.
Gil has said that if the Knicks do not win the Eastern Conference Finals, he will walk to work. It consists of him walking from the third floor down to the basement of his house.
Why would he take the bet now?
Good 346 feet.
Snitching.
I thought you was talking about walking to work.
Sure, they know we tape Gil's arena in.
I know.
They know.
You would walk to work?
Gil's still late.
I was just hoping he'd take that deal. I want to see him put it on in there. I get him. I feel his pain.
So let's make a wager.
I really feel his pain. That was hurt. He was.
Yeah.
If the Pacers win, Paul, Gil will walk to work. If the Knicks win, you have to walk to work again.
He will hold her hand too.
And what?
Hold her hand too. He said walk to work. So
No, walk to work, but you can walk to work with the work.
I heard you. I'm gonna hold her hand too.
Wild times here in the arena. But let's keep it moving. Today's podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. It's playoff time. While the NBA stars are getting swatted on the court, you better make sure your grooming game isn't getting blocked in the bathroom. Introducing the Beard and Balls bundle from Manscaped with the Beard Hedger for the perfect facial hair lineup and the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra to keep you smooth from head to toe. You'll be ready to dominate. Head over to manscaped.com. Use code GIL at manscaped.com for 15% off your entire order. Score big with the Beard and Balls bundle and be the MVP of your own grooming game. Both the Beard Hedger and Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra are waterproof, making it easy to groom wherever you need. Whether it's pregame prep in the shower or a quick touch-up during halftime, two powerhouse tools, one perfect bundle. Look sharp, feel fresh, and never fumble your grooming game. Be the champion of your grooming routine with Manscaped's full Power Shave portfolio. Head to manscaped.com and use code GIL for 15% off your entire order. Or if you need it today, you can find Manscaped at a store near you. Don't miss this opportunity. Your face and your balls will thank you. Both of them will thank you for supporting Manscaped. So let's move over to the Western Conference. Nuggets kept their season alive with the Game 6 win paced by Nikola Jokic, 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 dimes. With Jamal Murray fighting through an illness to have something like a flu game, finishing with 25, 8 boards, and 7 assists, while Christian Brown and Julian Strawther put up playoff career highs with 23 and 15 points respectively, as the Nuggets forced Game 7 against the top team in the NBA. But the win came at a price as Aaron Gordon suffered a grade 2 hamstring strain that would sideline him for at least a month if this was a regular season, but Gordon decided to tough it out. Denver was playing in the 10th Game 7 in franchise history and entered the matchup 5-4 all time, going 0-2 on the road. But since 2021, home teams have a record of 5-9 in Game 7s. And in the final round of a heavyweight clash between the league's top 2 players this season, SGA showed why he's the real MVP. Let's take a look at the highlights. So the extender Scott Foster was on hand, which was a cause for concern initially, as the Nuggets threw the first punch, jumping out to a 21-10 lead to start the first quarter, with the Thunder struggling to put the ball in the bucket OKC missed 10 of their first 15 shots, going 0 for 5 from beyond the arc in that span, but found their rhythm and finished the frame on an 11-5 run. They made it 13 straight points in the beginning of the second quarter with an 8-0 run while Jokic was on the bench. So after going 3 for 16 from the field in Game 6 and 10 of 43 in the previous 3 games combined, Jalen Williams broke out of his slump, dropping 17 points in the second quarter alone, finishing the game with 24 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds on 10 of 17 shooting. Thunder went on another 18-5 run at the end of the second quarter, outscoring Denver 39-20 in the period. Thanks in large part to plays like that. We see J-Dub. Yeah, J-Dub doing his thing. So Thunder had a 14-point lead in the break. They also show why they are the top-ranked defense in the league this season, forcing 12 Nuggets turnovers in the first half and 23 in the game, scoring 37 points off of those turnovers. So OKC picked up right where they left off in the second half, starting the third quarter with a 13-2 run. Like I said, doing their thing. You see Caruso, D-Boying.
Right there. Knew who to pass.
Jokic. And Jalen Williams doing his thing, 17 points in the second quarter, as I mentioned. So third quarter, OKC picked up right where they left off. 13-2 run, including Casey Wallace catching Jokic slipping and yamping on him. You see it. SGA was sensational in this one, leading the Thunder with 35 points on 12 of 19 shooting. 3 for 4 from 3, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. It was his 7th 30-point game this postseason, which leads all players. Shai also had 4 assists and 3 steals. Chet Holmgren had 13 and 11 rebounds. Alex Caruso brought his championship experience off the bench, 11 points, 3 steals. Big on the defensive end as well, holding Joker to 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 turnovers. Joker only took 9 shots in the game. Just the second time in his playoff career with fewer than 10 field goal attempts.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sheryl just asked me, was Caruso really guarding?
Was he really?
And I said, I'm going to talk about, yes, Sheryl. He was guarding that man for one, he was making it hard for him to catch the ball. He was doing his work early. He was fronting him and making him play early and fast and challenging his catches and I just found it alarming that I don't expect Al, man, this is first. He's 20 games, not even 20 games into his coaching career, right? So hard to blame him, but you got this guy it was one play they came out of a timeout and he specifically called a cross screen for Nikola. And they could not get the ball to Nikola on a cross screen. Drew a play up ATO and Alex Caruso refused to get screened. And that said a lot to me in that moment. Like, y'all, so ATO, y'all can't get this man the ball? It just said a lot about the play and the way it was going. And it was consistent, though, right?
But that's crazy.
Chet would be on him, and it'll be a pick and roll, and then it'll be an opportunity to switch back. And he would go switch back. Like, he'll make sure that he was on him. And I was like, he is really taking this challenge, and the refs were letting him play. They was letting him bother. They was letting him get into him, and he frustrated him. And the fact that the one game, was it game 2 or game 3, the game he got, he fouled out on purpose?
Oh, Joker.
It was that. It was more of that, right? You just being a pest to him, and once he knows it bothers you, I'm gonna take it to the next level, and that's what Caruso did. He just took it to that annoyance. He just took it to the next level. Shout out to Alex Caruso, man.
So OKC led by as much as 43 points in the second half, with over 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Nuggets head coach David Adelman pulled his starter. It was the Thunder's 3rd win this postseason by 30 or more points, tied for the most in league history for a single playoffs. So Thunder advanced to their first conference final since 2016. Take on
my other team in the West, baby.
MVP.
So after the game, Chet Holmgren reminded everyone exactly who runs the show in OKC and in the league.
You know what it says? The MVP.
Look at that.
Do you know who this is?
Another trophy already at the crib. Already at the crib.
So what statement did SGA and the Thunder make by dominating Denver like this in Game 7 to advance to the Western Conference Finals? No statement made?
Man. Oh, that was a
It was
statement.
number one for a reason.
Yeah, that's just,
Number one team.
They
So
play like
that's what we're rolling with?
Nah, nobody believed OKC
Okay,
was
so-
going to win.
So we're going to pretend like we were just all rolling with OKC?
Keep it real. Nobody's. Come on,
played all
man. They're
that-
too young. That's all we was hearing in the beginning. They're too young. I don't have faith. They too young. They too young. I don't trust their second option. That's all I heard on the damn couch. And Joker this, Joker that. He gonna have one of those 50-point games.
That's all you heard on this
Oh
couch?
my God. He got his ass whooped by 50.
Where you heard that from? Just on the couch.
Right now?
I got my OKC jersey.
It's just two people. You wasn't here. It was just two.
Hey, you don't say me. What are you talking about?
I wasn't here.
3.
Yeah, don't say no 3.
What?
Laker fans. We don't know.
No, you
we
was
don't know
talking
nothing
about Jalen Williams
OKC.
and shit.
We
No,
been
no, no, no,
I said,
no.
no, that didn't have nothing to do with this team.
Yes, it is. They too young. That's what you
I
said.
didn't say nothing about this team.
There were
Nobody said
discussions
nothing
about the
no
Thunder's
goddamn Denver
inexperience.
Nuggets.
That's you.
Nobody said nothing about
You
no
didn't
goddamn
say
Denver
that.
Nuggets. I ain't like Denver Nuggets since Kobe didn't like Denver Nuggets.
That is
Nobody
fair.
like Denver.
Fuck a Denver Nugget.
Swaggy, we
Huh?
just...
What you said.
It's OKC right here, baby.
But it's OKC.
Okay,
then.
yeah,
Let it
that's
be
what I'm
known
talking
then.
about.
Let it be known then.
We did smoke the Michael Malone pack after
All
they got fired.
Joker was doing all
And as an
day.
extension, the Nuggets pack.
They kept looking at the ref like this.
Yeah, you
Foul.
I told you, I said I
Nigga
didn't,
play all game,
I
bro.
didn't like his. I didn't
And
like.
I was an
but
MVP candidate.
I didn't like Jokic's behavior.
They don't never say
The
nothing
game
about
they
it.
came back before that beginning of that fourth quarter when he was sitting there doing this the whole time,
Yeah.
whining and stuff. I was like, man,
Every
if
play.
anybody else was doing that, man, they'd be killing him in the media. He's
Yes.
sitting here walking down, doing this,
Yeah.
cussing at the coach. Why he in the game? They can't give me the ball.
Yeah.
That's all he was doing. Then they end up coming back and winning. Nobody talked about it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, they got their ass whooped good.
Yeah.
I don't know how you let
Oklahoma
Alex
City is a
Russo
better team.
guard you, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Oklahoma City is a better team than Denver. They have more pieces.
Deeper bench.
Not surprised. The most surprising thing, it went to 7. Like, that's the most surprising thing.
Really think so?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
absolutely. Michael Porter hurt. Limited.
Is he hurt?
Fucking shoulders.
AC joint.
He needs surgery on his shoulder. He hurt.
But they had the best
Jamal-
player in the world by many people.
Jamal Murray was limited. He ill. They put inside like it's. So Oklahoma City is a better team. So
Yeah, you can see how bad it is when the team can't shoot. Like when the team really can't shoot the ball from the outside. Like Jokic is playing 1-on-5 for the most part. Like you can see, like even like there was times where I was like, yo, why you not giving him a target? He's so used to, doing this and then just getting the pass, and it's like, nah, man, that ain't working here.
and you trying to hit a moving target,
Yep.
right? Once he gets moving one way,
And see that
you let him get stationary. Then they trying to hit a moving target, and Caruso motherfucker playing game.
Yep.
I'm here, I'm not. You throw the ball, I'm gonna beat you to it. Because you're trying to feel my body and I'm not giving you that opportunity, right? This is like certain dudes, like you gotta play the mind games, and he was doing a good job.
That was a smart game plan when you think about it, because how Jokic plays, him playing against a big, right? Hitting him, doing all this with his little body, keeping them pushed out, and they can't contest. Now you got to sit there and play with the little. You can't throw too much energy to him because he might flop. So now you're sitting there dodging, and then the big man is behind him. Now you got two big men behind him.
Still, like you were saying, the Knicks didn't need like a team meeting. You're trying to make it to the finals.
They don't need no team.
No,
They're
I'm
not good
talking
enough.
about Jokic right now. There's no way in hell, Caruso, you should
Yeah,
let
that's what I'm
Caruso
saying.
defend you.
I dig it.
He does have championship experience.
But
sure.
I don't care.
He had Black Lives Matter on the back of his Lakers jersey.
I still don't care.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm just telling you.
It was a good,
different breed.
MVP
I was
candidate.
thinking the same thing, but I watched how. Listen, I was thinking the same thing.
but it was
And
a good plan.
it is exactly how I would defend Nikola, right? You gotta play mind games with him. You gotta listen. You gotta be on one side and fake and go to the other side. The ball in the air. You gotta. He holding the ball up here. You got to reach for. You got to do all that shit because once you get it, he's too good.
I know.
It was the perfect. There was nothing you can do.
Shit.
You
got two bigs on each side.
Because what
size on the weak
I'm gonna
side.
tell you what it did.
It was good.
By putting Caruso on it, it stopped him from putting the ball on the ground,
Yeah.
doing all of this, driving by. It
And
stopped
he did-
that whole part of the game. So now he just wants to post up.
But he didn't though.
But he
did.
now he got to play this mid-post type of
And
game
they
because
gave
he
him the
can't.
ball. Where they give him the ball at?
Yeah.
Right, they give him the ball. And you got Caruso on him. Like, of course you're gonna have to put the ball.
Oh, yeah,
on
you got to put the ball on the cross.
He catching the ball at the 3-point line with Caruso on.
That's
Get
why he
your
always
big ass.
catching it.
He does.
He
But
wanted
get
to
your
dribble
big
the
ass on
ball
the
up.
block.
Now the dribbling the ball up ain't so cool
Yes.
no more.
Yeah, because I got a guard now. I can pick the ball up on another big
you
man.
can't do
It's the
shit when
old
people
school
playing
shit,
defense
right?
on you,
It's the
basically.
old.
That's why he should have his big ass on the
Listen,
block.
so what
you
did we
got
used to
Caruso
teach, right?
defending you.
They front you, Aaron Gordon. You flash your ass up. If they gonna front him, because the big gonna have to come up there with you because you're shooting the ball well.
Yep. That's what they didn't do. They didn't do the. I'm fronting them with a little because I know I got 2 7-footers back there,
Flash
which is
high.
different. I got 2 7-footers back there. You're supposed to flash. You're supposed to flash the guy, Aaron Gordon, up at the top.
And
And
so
then
I agree with
stand
you.
over there in the
Okay,
fucking
you
dunker
can't
and
really
try to post
blame the
him up.
coach.
Oh my God, he blaming.
Yeah,
But
But isn't
Yeah, but as
Jokic
a
three-time
player-
All this
MVP?
three-time
Jokic, no, I'm
means
saying
nothing,
Jokic.
but he can't
You
sit
got
there and
to
get buckets on Alex Caruso. How you gonna get the bucket? I'm not playing against Caruso.
You making this?
I'm not playing against Caruso. I'm playing against the 2 7-footers back there. Caruso is the one that's
Turn around
irritating
and
me,
shoot over
and he's
him.
trying to make me pick up the
gotta
ball and
catch
doing
the
it.
first
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can't shoot. The 7-footer is the one I'm trying to shoot over. I can shoot over Caruso, but I got to get into a situation like they got me at the 3-point line. I don't want to shoot from the 3-point line.
Hey, run the clip from the game.
I don't want to shoot at the 3-point line, so now I got to try to get there. I'm sitting here doing this. He's playing like this. By the time I go to pull up, now the 7-footer's here.
Yeah, run the clip and when.
A 3-time MVP?
It was a perfect game plan because it wasn't. See, he can do that
He
against
can
the
do that against
7-footer
him.
because the 7-footer's guarding him. He gonna put the body on him. That's easy. That's
still
easy
a
for
He's going to get the and one
That's easier for him.
He's still away from the basket on all them plays. He's still away from the basket, right? And where the Caruso can guard him.
Just watch when he has the ball.
Yeah. Stop it!
See?
Stop!
See?
Locking him up.
See where he gets. See you listen. So you see where he has to dribble the ball from against this guy.
Low man wins.
And he can only push so far.
Yeah.
And then watch when he gets close enough. Look who's helping.
Look who coming over. He just so happened bad angle.
Caruso.
He's making him look.
See the 7-footer's
still
behind
making
him.
Making him spin that way.
I did
right?
that all too.
Chet
But
just
that's
took
what
a
I'm saying.
bad.
But he
Chet
has
took a
to-
bad angle.
Yeah.
Chet
But
took a bad angle.
I'm making him come to my 7-footer versus
So we
him just
dribble
beating up the
the ball
7-footer shooting over me.
Look once again.
We're just inverting it. Look, we're just inverting them because I know with me he's gonna drive by me and shoot over. He's gonna drive by the big and shoot over me. Now I want him to fight with the guard and then try to shoot over the Bigfoot.
But why
that's
didn't
what you
why
do.
didn't
6
he
inch height
go
difference, 100
post
pound
him
weight
on the
difference.
block?
Y'all looking at it different.
No, I'm saying so. Why didn't he just go like post him on the block?
He's gonna try.
But they didn't play.
But you gotta remember, even
And that's
even when I
easy.
post-
You post him, and that's just turn and shoot.
I'm
You ain't
there.
going
No, the
nowhere.
7-footer's there.
They didn't play it right.
Oh,
They didn't play it right. They was not
He didn't
expecting
play it
them to
right.
do this.
Denver
He didn't
didn't.
play it right.
Denver didn't
They
make
didn't
any
know.
adjustment.
he didn't play it right.
So therefore, listen.
Like you would think, like I'm gonna just shoot
You're
over
going
you.
home.
The experience. The experience comes
Yeah.
with the coaching. The experience come with us being successful doing it a certain way. And when that way is not working anymore, we don't know how to make the necessary adjustments on the fly without the
Clearly,
coaching,
because
right?
there's no way.
So
There's no way.
I'm gonna tell
Who did that? What? I forgot what team
the
did
short
that.
corner.
I'm giving what team, a team did that to LeBron.
No, I'm
It
not
was they
making no
put
excuses for him.
did they put Rondo on him, right?
No.
They put so instead of putting Paul Pierce on him, they put Rondo on him. What ended up happening is because LeBron couldn't dribble on Rondo like that because he's gonna sit there. They started doing sit at the free throw line. So he cut out the whole offense, sit at the free throw line, and what Bron gonna try to do? Pound it. By the time he turned around, now KG and Big Fella's there. Because he's not gonna turn and just shoot over him.
Why?
Why not?
It wasn't his shot.
It's not his.
That's not his shot.
But that's Joker's shot.
That's not Joker's shot.
Joker's fade away. Do that shit every time.
I gotta bounce
Why
it
you gotta
first.
do that?
I gotta bounce it first.
Because where I'm catching it at.
That's on you. That's on you.
I dig
If
it,
you
yes.
can't post this little motherfucker up, that's not on the coach or nobody else. You get your position on the little motherfucker. Come on, Gil, you know that.
Obviously, three-time MVP. He's getting the position on everybody else, whooping everybody else out. This was a different matchup.
Oh, he dribbles up the court. He's the best dribbler passer. All this shit, where that go?
People try to tell me that J.J. Barea locked LeBron up, so Joker's got
JJ, they did it. JJ did it with
So Joker gonna get this
Stop that
shit right now,
motherfucker from dribbling the full court. I'm gonna put a guard on him. He gonna cut out all that. He gonna go to an offense that he's not used to. I'm gonna try to post up.
LeBron is a guard forward.
But now
what
when
I'm
you
saying
got
is,
LeBron handle ain't like that.
They get past Barea and them. That's what they did. They just invert. They're inverting. I'm gonna put my guard up there, try to tire him out, and then have my bigs protect the basket versus my bigs trying to guard him and my guards protecting the basket.
Because once he
gets to the lane, I can't do nothing.
He gonna get the bigs in foul trouble. They playing him, they trying to guard him one-on-one. He gonna get them in foul trouble. So it was smart coaching.
I take away all his moment because if he got the guard, he ain't street lining.
Because the Crusoe gonna fall out on him.
What did you say again?
He gonna fall out.
You sit there and boom.
Bump him the wrong way, it's a charge.
Why?
Well,
he gonna fall out.
Now it's finesse game he don't want to play.
It's a mind game.
Turn face up.
That's not his game, but that's what he should have did. That's what he should have did. Turn him. He should have
Hit
did
little baby hooks.
all day. The 7-footers is back there.
He don't have a baby hook?
Yeah.
No, the 7-footers is back there.
What he doing 7 footers
So what they was doing, Sheryl?
All of them.
So what they was doing was they was making him go. They made him play left. So he made, but they was making him turn over his right shoulder. So he was having to come here with it. So when he turned, the big is coming.
The big is coming.
Caruso was when he is dribbling it, he is playing him to make him go this way, right? So once he turns, the big is there. So yes, he can get to it, but that's not his money move. And Caruso did an excellent job at following the game plan. Like, listen, he's going to score because he's too good. He's going to do these things, but do your best to make him spin back the other way. Like, stay between him and the basket the best you can if he does catch it. But they didn't adjust, like, for him to have to dribble the ball from the three-point line on Caruso, we did him a disservice.
Yeah, that's
Why do you have him at the three-point line?
Yeah. Offense.
Because that was their offense.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. That's their offense.
Well, Judge.
But now think about it.
They said Joker was coaching.
Now I'm going to throw away all of my offense to try to take away Caruso, which is OKC.
To get my star the ball.
I don't need to pick and roll no more.
Get my star the ball. I'm the coach. I'm the star. I'm everything.
But that's now that's what ended up happening. Everybody's sitting there trying to feed him the ball. You took away your whole offense.
So let's talk a little bit more about Jokic.
It's not the offense.
Yes, it is. You take advantage of it.
That's not the offense.
Best player in the world. Best player in the world. Averaged a triple-double this season.
Can't score on people.
Struggled in game.
Best player in the world?
That's what people say. Best player in the world. Averaged a triple-double this season. But struggled in game 7. Had 3 straight games this series where he shot under 40% from the field. Appeared overly fatigued at times. Still averaged 28 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists on 48, 33, 81 splits, but also averaged nearly 4.5 turnovers per game. Joker now 1-6 all-time versus 50-win teams in the playoffs. His only win coming against the Clippers in the first round this season.
Wait. You said him or Denver?
His teams.
Okay.
1-6.
Denver.
Same thing we would do with other great players.
No, Denver.
Guess what, Josiah? Don't nobody give a fuck. That man got a championship. I'm just being blatantly honest.
And 3 MVP.
I'm just 3 MVP. I'm just being blatantly honest, bruh. Okay. Like, who give 50-win teams, 12-win teams, 14 win? Who gives?
These are metrics
the man
that
got a
people use in
championship
discourse.
and 3 MVPs. So
but
cool, great stats, great numbers, great good research, but.
So you're saying if there was no team out there and they was playing one-on-one, he ain't gonna score on Caruso?
He can't score on Caruso.
Okay. He ain't gonna score on Caruso. You take the rest away, the whole team, and say, all right, you two
If he
play
ain't got
one-on-one.
Hartenstein and
We
Chet back
make
there.
like he's the whole team.
God damn.
Y'all say he's the whole team.
Stop acting like
team.
Stop acting
You
like
say he's the whole team.
Are you arguing for no reason? Like,
But if the Nuggets
we just said it's a
win
great
this
ass
series-
scheme. It was a great scheme.
Yes,
A great scheme to
You
put a
see-
little guard on a center.
Great
For
coach.
all time, the best
Every time somebody has done it, it actually worked
Well,
because
I
they
was
wasn't
gonna say,
expecting it.
It's a great scheme when the other team can't adjust to what you're doing.
Yes. It's great coaching.
It's a great scheme to put a little
No,
guard
I mean,
on a
shit. What
Okay,
OKC
put a little
did,
guard
it
on
worked.
me.
So that's up to Denver to figure that shit out and change whatever they're doing.
If Denver wins this
But-
series, we're giving Jokic his praise.
Oh,
saying,
what
look, he
is
carried
the
his team.
man?
But they didn't win it, so it don't matter.
Okay.
So give OKC their praise. You're talking
Always.
about what they would have did.
Always.
When
That young team that we
Always.
speak of followed the
But-
game
but-
plan to a T.
I don't
they
see
followed
how
the
you
game
allow
plan. They
for
won. Let's give them their
I
credit.
dig it.
A
It's
young team.
OKC for life.
So,
And I was watching it in real
I'm so
time.
happy they
Swaggy,
whooped
like
Joker
you
ass.
pointed out
I'm so happy
earlier,
they whooped Joker ass.
Swaggy, like you pointed out earlier in the segment, many people felt like the Thunder's lack of playoff experience would hurt them this postseason.
Yeah.
Didn't really believe in the squad. Are the Thunder proving they are a championship level team?
For sure. You know, there's a lot of elements, you know, just waiting for the MVP, see who win and shit like that. Like,
See,
a lot of stuff.
we won it already,
I
man.
know. I have to say this to see who win. Don't say we won it already. You didn't believe in them.
We won already, man. We got the trophy. It's already down in OKC, man. It's already down there. They got his name on and everything.
Shit. Bust their ass.
Nigga,
Yeah,
before
listen,
MVP watch.
Huh? Nah. Nah, they already gave it to the young boy.
What's going on?
With that in mind,
It was acting out of character.
League still hasn't announced the MVP,
He's supposed to be doing that today. Where's Shams at? Shams, hurry up.
which led many, including John Morant and Bones Highland, to believe they were waiting for the series to end first. The series is now ended.
Yeah.
Did SJ prove he's the most valuable player in the league right now?
No,
Yeah.
the team is better. Fuck, like,
Team is not better, bro.
the team is better than Denver's team.
Oh my God.
Top to bottom.
Now he team better.
Absolutely.
I love this shit, boy.
From
I
top
just
to
love
bottom,
this.
Oklahoma City has a better team than the Denver Nuggets.
I don't know.
Player
Denver
for
got some
player.
of the best role players in the game.
Player for
They have.
player,
They got
Oklahoma
the best role
City
players in the game.
has the better roster.
Oh,
Player
shit.
for player.
Hold on. Somebody said, Gil said they had a 0% chance. Man, shut the fuck up.
I remember
You know what
that.
team I'm on. OKC all day, baby.
I remember
You
that.
did say 0%.
OKC.
You did say 0%.
Because the Lakers were still in it. The
No, they
Lakers were
wasn't.
still
No, they
there.
wasn't.
This was before the
No, they
playoff.
wasn't.
This
No,
was
they
before the
wasn't.
playoff.
No, they was
This is
doing the
when
playoff.
because I'm thinking about the Lakers. If I got the Lakers winning the championship, that
was-
means they have a 0% chance.
This was before the season, before
Yes.
they played each other. Just
Yes.
It was
No,
like-
I wasn't.
no. This is recently.
But
This
No.
is recent. That's what
No,
I'm saying.
it wasn't.
Yes,
This
it
when
is.
they
This is
matched
when the
up.
Lakers.
That's when
No,
you
but Lakers
matched
still in
up.
it. But you said
No, because if I got my
Yes,
Lakers
because we
winning
had
the
to pick.
championship, that
We
means
had
they
to
got a
pick.
0% chance.
That was exactly
Once
what he
my
said.
Lakers lost, it went all up. The percentage is gone.
that's what he said. That's what he said.
Loses.
My team went out, then the percentage got to get changed.
The percentages
You can't
adjust.
just-
The percentages adjust.
He was out there
About
hitchhiking.
Jalen.
That's all. He was
Yeah.
out. He was out.
Somebody give me a ride. Everybody give me a ride.
Oklahoma, the bandwagon went by. He motherfucking
You
grabbed.
can't- you
He
can't-
grabbed on the back of that
Like
motherfucker when it was going by.
I don't. I can't help it if they nice. I can't help it if they nice. They just allow them to come on.
Because he
He saw it coming, started running ahead.
You said this when they lost that
say they had
game
a
by 2 when they was
0%.
doing that dumb foul shit.
I didn't say
You
they
said
had
the
a-
young shit show. This why I don't believe.
Yeah, but I didn't say they had a
Jalen
0%.
Williams, all this shit.
The
I'm not gonna
0%
get it. I'm not gonna
came
let
from
you
the
do that.
Lakers.
Yeah.
When I
Okay,
had the Lakers,
so the Lakers are no longer in the playoffs. Guess
Yeah,
what
fair.
percent chance do you feel like the Thunder
I give
have
you
now
that.
to win
Yeah,
the
thank
championship?
you.
I give you that one.
Huh?
Lakers are no longer in the playoffs, so what percent chance do you feel like the Thunder have now?
100? Wait, no, sorry.
Damn.
50% OKC, 50% Knicks. Either
Thank
way,
you.
I'm winning the
Thank
championship
you.
this
Thank
year.
you.
I give a fuck what nobody say.
gonna
I'm
be-
winning the championship
It's
this
gonna be
year.
Indiana, Minnesota.
Then I'm going with Indiana. I'm going with Indiana.
It's gonna be Indiana,
And then
Minnesota.
if Minnesota won, I'm gonna have my Ant-Mans on just in case.
Because you picked them two, it's gonna be
Oh
the other two.
yeah, I'm going with Ant-Man. Hey man, leave me the fuck alone, man. I gotta
Marky
win.
does. Whatever
I gotta
he picked, they always look.
Always.
Lighter.
I gotta win a championship this year, man.
You have the lighter.
It's
have a
okay to
lighter.
bandwagon jump just a little bit.
Smoke crack, don't you?
I don't have to.
Team.
Huh?
You can't bandwagon on two teams.
No, one's in the East, one is in the West.
Joe, this is Gil's Arena. We
Huh?
are very fluid
two
with our
teams.
rules.
Pick one.
Yeah. Come on, pick one. See what we gonna do.
Huh?
Pick one. Let's see. Just pick one.
Just pick one.
One.
Pick two. You can pick one on the
He
west,
can't.
one on the east.
No,
I
he
did.
already did
Okay,
that.
see in New York then.
No, he can't. You got to pick one team to win it all.
All right, right now, do what she said.
There's 4 teams remaining in the playoffs, Gil. Which one of those 4 teams?
You gotta ride with them.
You have to ride
Yes.
with them for the duration of the postseason, and you have to take your L if said team does not either reach the finals or win in said finals.
See, if I pick OKC, that means I don't have the Knicks. That
Yeah.
means
That's
McCants
what
Yeah, that's what it means.
McCants gets to argue with me for no reason.
That's what it means.
But you don't really want to pick the Knicks.
I'm gonna take sanity then. I'm gonna take the Knicks. I'm gonna take the Knicks, and then I'll worry about when we get to the championship.
Okay.
And you'll deal with it later.
Kenyon, who you got?
So we
Nobody? Nick?
non-denominational. Lakers 2026 is.
I feel like OKC.
Okay,
to win.
2026.
So-
I appreciate that.
We asked the chat, did
I
Shai?
don't like nobody. in the East.
I don't trust the Knicks.
I don't like nobody. in the
I don't listen. I don't trust. They've been down in fucking every game they've played
Every
in,
game.
man. Damn in the playoffs. They've been down 20, 15 here, 14 there.
Well, they've won.
They have. It's when the stakes get higher.
You can't keep
Every
doing
team
that.
not gonna
Yeah.
fold. That's all I'm saying.
Indiana
I feel
too
if they
smart.
get down in this next series, and
Indiana too smart.
I don't think that team gonna fold because of that coach they have over there.
Well, if
Listen,
they get down.
I trust Rick Carlisle like a motherfucker. Cause Rick Carlisle would sit your ass down. He would call timeout. He would burn all of them motherfuckers.
They'll just have a
Before y'all
timeout.
blow this
Okay.
lead, I would burn every single one of them motherfuckers. Cause listen, hey,
For real.
you won't do it and say I
For
wasn't
real.
coaching. Damn it, listen. Like this shit, I'm gonna let it get to 7. Shit.
Hey, they're the second young. This is the youngest team in NBA right now.
Who?
OKC?
OKC?
That's still in it?
Yeah.
Or just
Them
overall?
win it just overall. No. I mean, still in. They're the second youngest, right, in NBA this year.
Yeah.
After Houston.
Yeah.
They
Or
win
youngest, just depending
If
on.
they win the championship, which
They're not.
looks like it's gonna probably happen, it sets a new standard. That all this young shit and y'all have a team for 1 or 2 years and you get rid of them, it shows that they can win.
I think they entered the season as the youngest team in the NBA.
So this is what they have that other teams don't. They have a guy that does his fucking job very well in Sam Presti, right? And whoever their scouts are,
They
whoever
got
they
some good
work
scouts.
up under him, they bring that information back to this man, and they've had the luxury of having other people's picks.
They've had great picks.
So, but doing the
And free
homework,
agencies.
but doing the homework with it though, right? Not just having the picks and picking somebody because they have a name or they played well here or they was good in high school, no shit like that. They picking people that actually fit what they're trying to do. Like they putting this shit together, and through free agency, adding Caruso and Hardenstein and things like that, and it fits. So he's doing his job well. Other teams don't fucking have it.
Is this the?
Fucking idiots in front office.
I don't know, just history besides like obviously like the Lakers, Boston, probably Lakers and Boston. Do OKC have a legacy of like guard play?
It's becoming that.
Yeah.
Because
They draft guards.
you think about all of the, I mean,
James,
shit, they done got 3 MVP. Once they got 3 MVPs.
And even
They
going
got,
back to
like,
the
Reggie
Sonics
Jackson.
time as well. I mean,
Not even fuck the Sonics, but we're talking about just this group right, this OKC.
Since they've been in Oklahoma City.
You're talking about this is going to be their 3rd MVP. Plus, you had Paul George, and you had Melo, and you had James Harden, which was y'all's too. Now you got Shai, Jalen. Like you, this is some
And the
fucking.
guards they got on the bench too. Don't
This
get
is some
Isaiah
great
Joe
ass fucking picks y'all done had, and
doing their job, man.
But another thing I want to ask what if Ant-Man win?
They evaluate talent, man.
Shout out Sam.
Do he become the
I didn't
top
I
3
didn't pick them yet.
shooting guard though?
I didn't pick them
If he win this young, do you put him up there?
What?
as a top
Ant-Man.
In the game right now?
in the game right now.
He become top 5 if he win now.
Nick, we're not. Shut up,
Top
Nick.
5. Nigga's 23.
But he got no
Shut up,
all-star on
man.
his team. And
Julius Randle was an all-star. What?
not this year.
Julius, not this year, but Julius Randle was a multi-all-star.
Did you?
And Rudy Gobert is a multi-all-star.
Come on, you saying
Nick,
Gilbert now.
did you
Let's
just-
stop, bro.
The nigga's the first ballot Hall of
All right,
Famer.
now we
If
gonna put
Rudy
Gobert in there.
If Rudy Gobert retires right now, he
If
is first
Ant-Man win
ballot.
a ring,
If
you put him over.
Rudy
You
Gobert-
put him over Harden
If Rudy Gobert
what?
falls right now, he is
for
a
carrying the
first
team to the
ballot.
championship.
You said? Did you just say top 5 of all time? All-time what? Minnesota
guard.
history?
Shooting guard.
In Minnesota history?
Nah, it ain't gonna stop there.
In Minnesota history.
We can only go off of what he has right now.
Well, shit. Ain't nobody did it like that. Jordan didn't do it. Shit.
All he has is 3 All-Stars and 1 All-NBA.
But
if he wins a
he ain't got no
championship with
top
finals,
75 player on his team.
if he wins,
he ain't got Shaq. He ain't got Pippen.
If he wins the championship right
he
now,
ain't got no top
tweet that
75.
so you can get somebody to engage with you with that.
But he ain't got no top 75.
What I'm saying is, if he wins the championship right now and the Finals MVP, and he don't play another game, he is not a Hall of Famer.
Oh, you on dope.
Who, Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, he's only been in the league 4 years, 5 years.
The fuck is this?
He has 3 All-Stars and 1 All-NBA. That's it. That's his stat.
He's trending in that direction for being such a good
I'm
player,
talking
but
about right now. If we stop it right now, today,
and he went
I'll even give him the end of the season.
A championship.
And a championship. He'll have 3 All-Stars, 2 All-NBAs, a championship and finals.
can't
He's
do it.
still not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I'm just saying.
Y'all think about it. He's only been in the league.
He's young.
He's
But
23
young,
years
that's
old.
what I'm saying. Who's done that?
I'm talking about he's only 23.
Who's done that? Who's done that?
Done what?
What he's doing?
What has he done?
Besides,
He hasn't done nothing yet.
if he win, who done it? Jordan didn't do it. Kobe didn't do it.
If he win, he's not even he's not even a first ballot Hall of Famer to even be in
who
the
done
category.
what he's doing? If I said
What
if.
he's done,
I'm not saying he done it already. If
by Tatum was a
who done what he? If somebody did it.
Tatum was a 4-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA player, meaning he was a top 10 player 4 times by that age. Magic Johnson, what the fuck are we talking about?
Nick,
That's it.
you sound like somebody that didn't play in the NBA and watch basketball.
Man, all right.
Like you sound like somebody that just told you about the sport.
All right. I'm just saying,
Like, dead ass.
nobody in his position did that.
Did what? He ain't
If
did
he wins,
shit.
if he wins.
This nigga got a total,
Without
he
a
has
top 75
9,000
player.
total points.
Without a top 75
Like y'all
player
acting
next
like
to
he's
him.
been in league 10. He has 9,000 total points. What are we talking about?
He's young.
So we're gonna take his
He's young.
resume and say he's top 5 with this, and you got motherfuckers who's been waiting
You gotta
with
put him in.
24,000 points.
This motherfuckers, y'all keep trying to hope to win one. Y'all criticize Harden every
Nobody
fucking time. Yes.
criticize Harden.
Everybody do. Let's act like
Harden
all right, now we
scored.
go act
Like, what are you talking about?
He ain't better than Ray
You're
Allen.
trying to put him in front of Harden.
Hey,
saying if you win
Anthony
at
Edwards
this
is
age,
not better than fucking Ray Allen.
At this point in
At fucking no point.
at this point in his
I
career,
don't give a fuck when you line them up.
so 10 years from now.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Athleticism, shooting, ball handling as a fucking basketball player. Coming out of UConn, his entire career, Ray Allen was a number 1 on his fucking team. Don't get it twisted.
Who's a better actor?
Who?
Who better actor?
Actor?
He got game or hustle?
Baby.
Or hustle?
Hustle. What is Hustle?
There's a film on Netflix.
Oh,
Okay.
who's in it?
Adam Sandler.
Huh?
Ant-Man, a very
Anthony
solid
Edwards
role.
is in it?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
Very quality.
We're not going to compare it to
Kermit Wiltz.
but we're not going to compare it to He Got Game. But
Okay.
yeah, Nick, he's not, no.
All right, so let's keep this thing moving. So before Jalen Brunson became the king of New York, that title belonged to Trae Young, with Ice Trae still getting hit with the F. Trae Young chance despite his Hawk Squad
He ain't top 10.
not being in playoff contention. So Trae went to high school and college in Oklahoma in a suburb of Oklahoma City, had this to say about how the atmosphere in Madison Square Garden compares to the Paycom Center. Trae said, hot take but not, OKC fans are louder than Knicks fans. Happy Sunday.
Hold on. Anthony Edwards ain't better than Clyde Drexler.
That's
He
my
ain't never, huh? And Clyde didn't win.
I like Clyde.
didn't do
That's
nothing.
But I'm saying, when you're doing it,
When
you're
you're
not
doing
letting him
it.
finish his
But I'm just
career.
saying.
You're not letting him finish his career. You're trying to judge everybody's career
not.
with his 4 years.
He's just doing something nobody does.
If he wins the championship this year, he still ain't better than Clyde Drexler.
You still got to finish your
no, Ray
career.
Allen.
He up there, man. I'm just
You got to finish your career off. You're not even given a chance to finish your career.
Ray was like that, man.
he doing shit
I
before
better
people
stop
does.
disrespecting Jesus.
Doing stuff nobody else does.
No disrespect for Jesus here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog
Jordan,
Whoop
the best player ever.
Gil, that
Old Jesus Shuttlesworth, baby.
or Jesus.
The best player ever?
When they
Or
crowned
Jake
Jordan the best
Shuttlesworth.
player ever.
who? What?
When did they crown Jordan? the best
89-90. No championships.
player? Thank you. So what is so
3 scoring titles.
So scoring titles is more important than winning the championship?
Actually, for the voters, your individual accolade is better than a
Nick,
team
he hasn't
award.
done it yet.
But I said
Team award. A team award. You want the team
can't
award to
make
be
an
so
argument on
great.
a
You
if,
want the
Nick.
team award to be so
Man,
great
stop with that
when they're
bullshit.
letting
You
us
gotta
know
win
the team award
The
ain't
goal
shit.
is to win the championship. All that
No, that
shit
is
you
the
be
goal
talking-
as a group,
Man,
but it doesn't work for
it's the
everybody. Then tell me why they're not
push,
giving.
you gotta go push the ground.
All right, how about this? Then tell me where this man is ranked.
If Anthony Edwards win the championship this year.
That what? If he wins
He
it,
said
what?
he would be top 5 of all time as shooting guard.
All right, how about this?
Really?
Can you tell me where this person is ranked in history?
I'm saying he did something nobody else did.
Okay, how about this?
If he did it
I
without
got
a top 7.
But he making an argument over if.
7-time All-Star. You ready? 7-time All-Star. Steals champ. 6-time NBA champ. 7-time All-NBA. 10-time All-Defensive. All-Star MVP. And he's a top 75 player. Where do you think he's ranked?
Damn. Based off of that, where he should be ranked?
That's a shooting guard.
Want to try it again?
What are you talking about?
7-time All-Star.
I asked a question
7-time
about-
All-NBA. He's a 6-time NBA
I asked
champion.
you when did they
6
crown
NBA
Jordan the best player?
Where do you rank?
I didn't hear that
NBA
part.
champion.
I didn't hear that part.
Who is that?
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. I missed that one.
He's an afterthought in NBA. They got him ranked
No, he's
30.
not an afterthought.
21 and 2.
He's
Let's see
a
where
top-
he's ranked.
He's a top 75 player.
He's a top 75 player. And you're saying you want to give somebody
I'm
a
saying
top 5 shooting
that's
guard if
main
he
guy.
won one championship. Carry on.
Jordan and
6.
Kobe didn't do it as a,
6.
without somebody that's in the top 5. He would do it if he
Let me
if
try
he
this
win.
again.
And you just said they crowning Jordan the greatest player ever at 89.
Yes, he is.
So they gave you
So
want
that's 4 years, right?
you want to give him
No championship.
You want to make him top 5 off of 1. This nigga's not top 30 off of 6.
Nick, you can't do that.
How I can't do it? Well, so wait. Y'all can make somebody the greatest player ever.
No, I mean,
Don't say y'all.
And I
No,
can't.
you can.
And I can't say
No,
that.
you're right.
That's
It's
crazy.
true. You can.
You can. You can
That's
say whatever you want.
crazy.
No, you did say it. That's
I
the
did,
issue.
and I'm
No,
gonna
you
stand
can't.
on
Fucking
it.
issue.
I'm
It's
gonna
not that
stand
you
on
can,
it.
it's the fact that you did say that.
And I'm gonna stand on it.
Stand on
He
what?
did-
There's
he
nothing
did
to say.
something more-
You can't make
he
an
did
argument
something better
over
than what
if, Nick.
what they did.
Nick,
I'm saying
you do realize it didn't happen, right?
if.
But question for you.
Huh?
What?
Like,
That was my
you
main
do
thing.
realize it didn't
You
happen.
arguing with me because I said
No,
if
nobody,
it happened.
I'm not arguing with you at all over if. I refuse to argue with them over a fucking if. That it didn't happen. So I'm just. My question was, you realize it didn't happen yet, and might not happen. You still gonna stand on it.
I just hate when you use a team award to try to make that jump over people's careers. Like,
What team? What is?
like, you can't
What's the
do
goal?
that. I know what the goal is as a group, but you can't use that to pretend that he done did all this better than everybody else because they
I
didn't
understand.
win.
You
it.
never won, and you
Because
ain't
they
even
didn't
got
win
close to it, so you don't understand that.
No, I do understand. I'm looking at history. I'm watching the contradiction through history.
I get
I'm
it.
watching how you treat Klay Thompson. Is he better than Klay then? Klay got 4. Will you put him in front of Klay with 4? He got 1.
Oh my God.
Say yes. Say yes so you can contradict it again. Klay has 4 as a shooting guard. Are you going to put Anthony Edwards in front of Klay?
Who was the main star of that team?
I didn't ask you that.
Damn, I forgot him.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I did too.
Yes.
That's why when they use rings, I pull out people who got them motherfuckers. And then obviously they want to is he the number 1 player? Oh, now it's the number 1 player. So your ring only works when you're the number 1 guy.
What?
So the rings only work when you're Klay got 4. Is Anthony Edwards going to be better than him if Anthony Edwards win 1?
I get it. I'm not gonna.
I'm asking you a question.
I get it.
Klay has 4 as a shooting guard.
Yo, I'm telling you, I get it.
No, I'm not. Get this. Klay has 4 as a shooting guard.
I understand.
Do you put Anthony Edwards in front of him if he wins 1?
You know what?
Because you said it's all about winning. You said that.
I don't know what basketball is.
I'm just asking. I'm asking you.
I've never seen a basketball.
I'm asking you. Do you put him in front of Klay?
What kind of show is this?
I'm asking you. Do you put him in front of Klay?
Swaggy, this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
I'm asking you. Just answer your own.
Did you say you don't know what basketball?
Klay got 4. Klay got 4 of them joints.
So let's move on quickly to this tweet that Trae Young posted
Oh, we back to that.
on Sunday. Yeah, because we did not discuss. Y'all blew right past it. He said, hot take but not OKC fans are louder than Knicks fans. Happy Sunday. Trae once the king of New York before Jalen Brunson took that title. Knicks fans still chant F Trae Young even when Trae has nothing to do with the particular series going on? Just trolling?
Trolling.
They're not louder.
I don't know. They could be
Nah,
because the way the way the arena's built.
You don't want them rednecks to get out there.
I'm just saying the way the arena's built, it could be loud.
They're gonna kill you. They'll fuck you up, boy. Don't do that.
He was trolling.
No, I'm just saying because of the an arena's built, it could be louder. Like Indiana's loud, right?
Absolutely. OKC loud as shit too.
Okay, so yeah, them small compact arenas be loud as shit.
And them people ain't got listen. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Thunder the only act in town.
Mm-hmm.
And the people ain't got nothing else to do when they playing.
Applebee's in the Oklahoma City.
Go in them up and
stay that
be
hotel.
rowdy. Skirving.
Yeah.
Is it?
That doesn't sound like a hotel I want to stay.
It's haunted.
Yeah,
is
It's a haunted hotel
So
in
they
OKC?
say.
So it's
Have you been in it?
Yeah, we used to stay there.
Is it haunted?
I don't know.
Madison
Yo,
Square.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
None of that shit. Like
And you
I
don't believe in
Do you believe in spirits?
Yeah, you got to show me. I ain't never seen that.
I can't show you a spirit.
I ain't never seen.
So how do you believe in something?
I'm asking.
No, I don't believe.
I do.
I don't.
Because I've seen them. I felt them.
So they would have had to come sit in my bed and wake me up.
For you to believe it?
Absolutely.
Never happened.
I believe in it.
Never happened.
So OKC Hotel, you've never had any.
No issues.
Okay.
And I wouldn't stand for one. There's some people that went there and we stay in our own rooms all the time. And there's some dudes went to the hotel and all of a sudden y'all got a double. You got roommates and shit because they don't want to sleep in the room by
Some
themselves.
people don't understand. the hotel.
Sometimes you get by with the help of your friend.
Some dudes stay in a different hotel.
Stay
Like,
in that hotel. Yeah.
Hilton, Skirving.
Oh, wow.
Luke stayed across the street. Yeah, Luke stayed in the hotel.
Yeah, a few dudes stayed across the street at the hotel. Like Sheridan or something.
Yeah.
But some players
dudes-
sharing a room together.
Yeah.
The National Basketball Association.
Yes.
Going back to the college.
Because they scared of this. Because they scared of this.
Scary.
This
So,
ghost.
so basically, the ghost he gonna have to fight both of us. Is that what?
Ghost ain't gonna
Yeah.
It's the ghost. We both getting fucked up, no matter what.
I want a roommate.
Yeah, like,
You know what I mean?
Ghosts
I
can't
don't want
fuck
them
you
to
up. They
get
can
just
just. You just got somebody there. Did you hear that? I heard it too.
like I would have to be in the mother. You would have to pick this goddamn bed up and flip this bitch upside down, turn it, TVs and lights come on, and I got to see you motherfucking doing it. Like, believe in that shit. Fucking scary
Yeah,
ass
the ghost.
boys.
Believe in angels?
Angels? I've never seen one.
No, I'm just asking if you believe in angels. No?
I had a good ghost up there though.
I get $1 billion.
You had a
I
what?
believe in.
I had a
I
good
believe in
ghost.
whoever will give me $1 billion first
You had a what?
in my bank account.
So I don't
Wells
know.
Fargo or
Wait a minute.
Confused.
I don't know if ghosts. I don't know if ghosts.
Underdog, you know what I mean? You want to resign the contract, you got it's an angel,
got
baby.
confused.
It's a dog.
I had a good ghost.
Black dog.
You had a what?
I had a good ghost up there. That's all.
You had a good ghost?
Yeah.
That's what we called her, huh?
my dog. She disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared right after.
I said, damn, how you do
Snuck in
that?
the
Who
room.
did that? Who did that?
Took the 250 off the counter.
Who did that to me? I woke up like, who did that?
And the way them rooms are set up, though, the way the suites are set up, they had that
Listen.
fucking thing in the middle. It was dark as shit there for one.
Like, damn, you
Nick,
The
that
way
wasn't a
the
ghost. That
sitting
was
area
deep.
was in the suite, that the
That was
room
a
was
deep-
separated, the two walks on this side, like, you couldn't see on that side of the wall. I could understand why certain dudes would, that shit would be creepy for some people.
That was a demon. Yeah,
That demon came in there.
That wasn't bad.
Was it a ghost or was it a demon?
Shit, it
She was a
something.
demon.
250.
She was a ghost under the word goat.
So let's keep this thing moving. Before we move on,
They're the door closed. Damn.
before we move on to Mostly Fans,
Everything.
Get this water out.
It's all right. She deserved it. It's all right.
Keep your door open. We got a ghost in
You
here.
gotta go. Leave the hatchet. What's that shit?
Oh, my God.
Keep your action unlocked.
Oh, my God.
all right,
Shit horrible, boy.
Just
NBA
like
is
you move
terrible.
on.
dog.
I can't.
the
Sure,
NBA
you notice I tried. That don't allow it.
Thinking about how it is.
I see it here.
You're not just thinking about it. I'm saying some dumb shit. Here she comes, y'all.
NBA is a terrible place.
Niggas will come out the door on purpose like, oh, man, where you with?
Come to doing this draw, like, yo, nigga, Hall got the towel on. They just,
Oh, my God.
ain't nowhere near getting out the shower. Like, he just got out the shower. What y'all?
Oh, my God.
Like,
What room she in? she coming this way. Oh, okay.
All right, before we move on to Mostly Fans, got to give some love to my favorite show. So last week, for the first time ever, YouTube released their top 100 podcast list for the entire United States. The list is based on total watch time and will be updated weekly moving forward. But I'm proud to announce Gil's Arena finished in the top 20 of YouTube's top 100 podcast list, even though we are a show.
Let's go, Gilbert.
Even though we are a show. I know, Black. We were joined by other shows we rock with, including It Is What It Is, which ranked 23rd on the list, and is a member of the Underdog family as well. Woof woof.
Him and Mace get you a little
Some Cam and May smoke as
I
well.
saw Cam up there. He's at the big three.
But Gil, back to Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop whoop. Gil, what does it mean to you to see Gil's Arena ranked in the top 20 of all YouTube podcasts in the United States of America?
It's pretty big time.
Yeah.
Average?
Oh, he was asking you. I just said it is.
That's not the. Listen, there's a lot of talented people out there, doing their thing. Been in it for a while. Where we in basketball? Where was we at basketball? One.
They try to
okay.
yeah.
Sports, we was 2 all over, right? Sports was 2. Is Pat McAfee than us?
Club Shay Shay, if you count that as a sports show, Gil, I know you had.
That's not a sports show.
Okay. But there are sports.
That's like open.
No.
That's not even a show.
With a sports personality hosting.
No, that's not a sports show.
Okay.
That's like sports.
That's red table talk.
Yes.
Okay. So,
so
Club Shay
so
Red
we're
Table Talk.
1 in basketball,
One in
and 2 in
basketball.
sports.
2 in sports by your metric, Gil.
Gossip side.
By my that's
That's
just
what it is.
metrics.
Okay,
period.
by the metric.
like
period.
That's what it is.
that's culture. Like all the smoke is culture. They're not. That's not.
They do discuss sports topics, though.
Well, yeah, closer to.
Yeah,
I mean, there should be a
who won?
percentage.
Pat.
Pat McAfee.
Oh, and then Club Shay Shay or some shit.
No, then us.
Okay.
But his normal podcast, Club Shay Shay, is top 7.
And then
right?
Nightcap, I
and then
believe, was
Nightcap is 28. The sports show.
So 2 in the top 20.
So I mean, that's great.
Let's go.
We got to keep moving.
Okay, well, speaking of keep moving, direct deposit needs to increase as a result of that top 20 if we would like to stay in the top 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
More than merely a host.
I just can't light up here.
Swaggy's pockets look mighty light right
Oh, and Jeff T. Hey, Jeff T. They got 2 of them.
They got
about
2.
to go.
So with that in mind, we also got to show some love to Club Shay Shay, the Pat McAfee Show, Nightcap, the Joe Budden Podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and Club 520, along with their daily show, 5:20 in the morning, for also making the top 100. We appreciate all y'all. Let's keep raising the bar
Oh yeah.
and doing this
That's
thing
what
right
I
here. We
got.
appreciate
That's
everybody,
why I got 'em.
all love in this
They got
community.
2 of them.
We're trying to get to that number 1 spot.
I picked them up.
Wait, so they got 2 channels? Like, how did they separate that they have?
I think they both run on the same channel, if I'm not mistaken, but one is a live show and one is a separate interview podcast.
Damn.
I told you, we got to bring back No
I seen them all. Like, wait, this is.
When they up there, they be having they do 3 or 4 shows.
They work.
They pre-record.
Shout out to Teague and the crew over there, man. Good to see y'all out there moving and shaking. But let's move on to Mostly Fans, presented by our friends at Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. So we have a question from a name I think you'll appreciate, Gil's, from Underdog user Elijah Arenas, Lottery 2026. A lot of characters, but very accurate. Besides Lexi, who is your favorite current WNBA player to watch right now? Sheryl, we'll start with you. You are our resident expert on WNBA, the GOAT,
I'm not an
4-time
expert.
champion, Hall of Famer, wearer of exclusive
Asia.
Jordans. Okay. Asia Wilson, doing her thing.
Yeah.
The A1's a lovely shoe.
Yeah.
Very comfortable.
That's
Man,
why you representing.
Blessed to get a pair. I do know some
just
people.
sold out.
Asia. I got 2. Asia is my bet. My newbie, Rakia Jackson.
Shout out Rakia. So Kenyon, we'll move on to you. Besides Lexi, who's your favorite current WNBA player to watch at this exact moment right now?
I was gonna say Asia, give Big some love, but was it Brianna Stewart? She get it done
Yeah.
as well.
Stewie.
Stewie get it done as well. So yeah, give the Big some love out here. Yeah,
Let's move on to you, Swaggy. Favorite WNBA player to watch besides our very own Lexi Brown, member of the top 20
It gotta be
YouTube
WNBA.
podcast, Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
What did you just say?
It gotta be WNBA.
That is the question from Elijah Arenas, Lottery 2026 Underdog.
I was gonna say Juju. I was gonna say Juju.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
okay.
gonna say
I'll-
USC
okay,
and
okay.
she hurt. So
Yeah.
I was gonna
Get
say
my candy
Juju.
back.
Yeah. See, that's why I was gonna say Juju, but
I threw that hard too.
It was straight. That one was straight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
WNBA
Asia. I'm gonna go Asia, but I love Angel. I like Angel attitude. I love her energy and shit. I mean, and stuff. So
it's okay. We can go top 20.
Yeah, I love
y'all don't
just
be cussing on
the person that how she who she is. She took on that role. She keep it up. She is an inspiration for my daughter. Love her and shit.
I like that.
So, last but not least, Gilbert Arenas, the namesake of Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
What the fuck are you doing?
Kelsey Mitchell. 0. She's
Also wears 0.
Oh, it looked like a heart.
It looked like a heart at first. I thought you were Jerry McCain.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Well, you had an upside down heart. I do love Kelsey. She's nice.
Yeah, she gets to it.
It's a lot of good talent.
And then my second one is anyone who shoots over like 49% from the field.
Shit.
Damn, it's gonna be that hard. All right, 43% from the field. Damn, sure. I gotta bump it down. God damn, I was
like anybody.
Gil, a lifelong fan of the WNBA, despite how we act here on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop whoop. So let's move on to our second question from Underdog user Quad Life 33.
Oh shit.
So this is a question from Quad Life 33. Who will need to be more dominant in the Eastern Conference Finals, Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton? Who will need to be more dominant in the Eastern Conference Finals?
For their team to be successful?
For their team.
Hallie.
Hallie would. You got to get some buckets, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to
I don't think they can win if he doesn't.
Some of them 25, 15 assist games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing him win some games. It was like 8-4-4. I'm like, I don't think you can do it. Yeah,
No.
Not this series.
It was easy against the last series because their whole team was hurt, but
not this time. Well,
but he's gonna have to be dominant.
Every game.
You can't dominate without scoring. Like he dominate games without scoring sometimes.
Yeah, but he has to score.
He got to
for them.
He got to
because he don't have they really like Siakam is cool, but he's not like you can't rely on him.
They match up well.
But they play fast without shooting threes, though. That's the thing. They throw that bitch ahead and attack.
Hey, you know what? Expect to see a lot of TJ McConnell.
Oh yeah,
it's facts.
Expect to see a lot of TJ, dog.
Sure.
Yeah, like if I'm
he is gonna bother the shit out of Jalen Brunson, man. Listen,
and that, you got it.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Pick him up full court.
Pick him up full court.
Newsflash,
He's gonna
Bucko.
bother the
Tire him out.
What about Hart?
Like if I'm Tibbs, I'm already
The
doing that.
other dude, the
Hart,
light-skinned
Hart
dude,
or Bridges, you're gonna be the point guard
Yeah.
in this series.
They gonna switch off for sure.
Eastern Conference Finals tips off on Wednesday. We will be covering it
DJ,
along with
oh
Western
my
Conference
God.
Finals all week here on Gil's Arena. Before we go, Sheryl,
All about him.
you weren't on the show with us last week, but Mother's Day was last weekend. So as a token of our appreciation for you and all that you do, we just wanted to give you a Mother's Day gift.
See, I do love y'all for real.
Oh God!
You know we got your back.
Thank you. Josiah, I know this was all your idea.
No, it's the women around here.
Oh.
There's some
All women around.
Oh, we don't think of shit, man. We do not think of shit.
I know.
All women, trust me, they do an excellent job.
Yeah, they do an excellent job thinking about everybody.
As always, appreciate you. Glad to have you back on the couch. You'll be here tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Get it going. So appreciate you to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody on this couch. Appreciate our amazing crew and the team at Underdog helping us get top 20 YouTube podcast. Gil, obviously got to give you your flowers always because you cut the checks.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing, making us work even when we don't feel like it. So get your ass to work and we're going to keep this thing going.
You
Yeah,
don't
we
want that
appreciate
six. I'm
you,
like,
Gil.
God damn, okay. Nick, you don't want that six playback. Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Have to cut all my plans.
No playback tonight. You know you get the text about 15 minutes before. You pull up like, damn.
I have a question. Oh, no, we can be done.
Okay,
Are we done?
afterwards. All right.
It doesn't
Appreciate
matter.
all
I just
y'all.
have a question.
This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa. We will see y'all.